Hello, and welcome to a very special summertime one-shot here at Happy Jacks that I am calling The Beaches Will Remain Open. It is a special, in honor of the 50th anniversary of Jaws, it is a special Jaws-inspired Monster of the Week session. And I am Riley, your keeper or your mayor of Shark City, as you may. And I actually, not only did I wear my fun beach hat, I brought a special costume for this that I don't think I'm going to keep on the entire time because it'll get toasty. I sadly don't have the Jaws mayor anchor jacket, which I would love to have. But I have a blazer that I feel like is a spiritual relative of that jacket. So I wanted to wait until we got it on camera to put it on. But I feel like this is pretty apropos. My mom gave me this at Christmas time about a year ago. And it wasn't one that she gave me for Christmas. She just had it in her house and said, I bet you would like this jacket. And I was like, I've never worn it since then, but this was the day for it.
It's giving technical Dreamcoat realness, and I'm kind of here for it.
It's giving Sixth Doctor as the mayor of Shark City.
Also, yes.
I was like, this is the most Doctor Who jacket. Like, if you told me you were cosplaying Doctor Who, I'd be like, yeah.
Yeah, when I first got it, everyone's like, so you're going to do like a femme swap, Colin Baker? I was like, well, now I am. I haven't figured out the rest of the costume yet, but... So, this is me. She, her are my pronouns. I'm going to go around and have my players introduce themselves. And I also want each of you to tell me what your relationship with Jaws is. And we will start with Cody, because Cody was going to tell us something beforehand, and I had to stop them and go, we're going to do that on the air.
Save it. Hello, I'm Cody Gonzaga. I use they, them pronouns. I'm playing the professional. And so my relationship with Jaws is I've seen it one time with no sound in Guildhall during Shark Week, in between the last 5 minutes and then the first 10 minutes of Shark Side of the Moon, which is my least favorite movie. But I mean, I knew about it growing up, but I love, even not hearing the iconic music, I loved it. I love Hooper. Anyway, so yeah, that's
were
my
there subtitles at least?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, were you just...
No, there were subtitles. I understood the...
It's fine, they were vibing.
It's wild because it is a movie that I think you could watch and enjoy with none of the dialogue, but then also the dialogue is also very good. So it's like, which do I want? Yeah.
Yes.
You could absolutely watch just a soundtrack version of Jaws and it would be amazing.
Oh yeah, I listened to the score as I was writing my stuff for today, so yeah. And now we have Bastion.
Hello, I am Bastion. My pronouns are he, they. I am playing the Flake, which is very funny for the character that I have made. Jaws is very important to me. I was obsessed with it so much that I had a 30th birthday party that was Jaws themed, and I got all my friends to come at the pool. I made a shark bite cocktail. I decorated with a bunch of shark stuff. So I love Jaws because I was a shark kid, and I knew that it wasn't scary because sharks don't act like that. So I was like, this is purely fiction and it's cool and I love it. And now it's a part of my whole personality.
Perfect.
Hi, I'm Pooja, don't use pronouns, and I am playing the wronged. Because if there's anything that Jaws has a ton of, it is people whose loved ones got eaten by sharks.
Yeah.
And my relationship with Jaws, I grew up with like the kind of like Jaws in the etherness. It came on TV all the time, so I would watch it, but never all the way through because you'd pick it up halfway through or you'd watch part of it and then you'd have to go do something else. And so like it was this very piecemeal kind of thing. And then when I was an adult, I watched it as the entire masterpiece that it is.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it so much.
So good.
It's so good.
It's as really as like film history and character study, both. Just an amazing movie.
Yeah.
I don't know anyone who doesn't like it, to be honest.
For real. Joey. What if Joey's like, I hate Jaws? Sharks 101.
Right. Hi, I'm Joey, he, him pronouns, and I am playing the expert. If you can't tell the character I am based on how I am dressed, clearly I am playing...
Ellen Brody.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm playing the mother who slaps...
Yeah, Mrs. Kitten.
Yeah.
Mrs. Kitten,
Yeah.
yes, absolutely.
And my connection to Jaws is I was actually born a shark. I'm kidding. I've actually only just recently saw it in the last 24 hours. Yeah, that was super fun. I'm like, I'm playing a game I know nothing about. I like homework. I loved it. I thought it was great. Clearly, I've connected to a particular character. I love Hooper. He is my sweet baby boy. And shocked that I had this just sitting in the closet ready to go. So let's go.
All right. And obviously I said I'm Riley. I'm your mayor of Shark City today. I love Jaws, and I'm similar to Pooja where I saw this movie in pieces throughout my entire childhood. I also saw it replicated and parodied in a million different things because it's back that was back when like if a movie was successful or a hit, everything else copied it or made jokes to it, references to it, and that was like a big part of like things were like in the zeitgeist. So Jaws, if there was ever any movie or show that had something floating in the water, you'd hear that John Williams score. Like I think Caddyshack has it with the candy bar in the pool and stuff like that. So that was a big part of it. I don't remember when I first finally saw it from start to finish, but I know the first time I saw it in a theater setting was in the summer of 2020. My ex-girlfriend and I went and saw it at a drive-in movie theater during the summer when we couldn't go into theaters yet again. It was not safe to go back in the theater. But I remember I loved that experience doing it. I just love Jaws so much, and it's one of those movies that I tend to watch at least once every summer, usually on like the morning of July 4th. It seems like how I kick off my July 4th whenever I'm doing anything. This year I did not. This year I went to Anime Expo, and I was not feeling super patriotic this year, but I did watch it because it is the 50th anniversary of the movie, so it did get a viewing. It just got a viewing at a different time. But yeah, that is Jaws. It just special place in my heart. I think it is one of those examples of like a perfect movie where it does like everything it's trying to do. Every line is like feeding it in a really good way. It's phenomenal. So I love it. So when we were talking about doing one shots this summer with Happy Jacks, I had a few different ideas. I was like, I really want to do something summer themed, and I kicked around like a Disneyland thing because this is Disneyland's 70th anniversary as of this week. But I was like, no, you know what? You can't get much more summery than Jaws, and it's Jaws 50. So I was like, let's go ahead and do it. So I've amassed a great crew of people, and we learned a little bit. We learned that Pooja is playing the wronged character. But let's find out now who everybody else is playing, and then we'll do our hunter questions, or a couple of them anyway, and then we'll get into the actual game. So why don't we go back in reverse order now? Joey, why don't we start with you? Yes.
Yeah.
Also, real quick before we get into that, I do want to talk about safety tools because we didn't do as many off air as we do, but I think it's good to do them on the air so people can get it as normalized. The biggest thing we have, obviously, is our X card, which we do here as a call button. So when people push that, I can see a light telling me that we need it. And then if something is a trigger or something needs to stop game, we will, of course, if they say, hey, I would like to stop, we will maybe take a pause in the show and we'll step away and talk about it and we'll come back. If it's just a, hey, we want to move on with the scene, we'll do that as well. But those are the big ones. We did use some lines and veils ahead of time too, which I want to make sure I have loaded up in case I accidentally step on one. But that's what we got there. And I'm trying to think of anything else off the top of my head that we need to do for safety tools, but I think that's it. So now we'll get into the characters and who they are.
So like I said, I'm playing the expert, and I am playing a slight alternate universe version of my sweet, sweet boy. Instead of Matt Hooper, he is Mark Hopper.
Nice. He's almost a member of Blink-182.
Almost.
All right. So we have Mark Hopper, and Mark Hopper is
the expert. He, him, yes.
Okay. All right. He's the expert. He, him. All right, and Pooja is playing the wrong. Tell us more about your wrong.
I am playing Bobby Richards, who had the incredibly unfortunate and guilt-inducing experience of being passed out drunk when his partner was skinny dipping in the ocean.
Yeah, well, we will change that a little bit for the story, but yeah, that's you're based on the character in the film.
Yes. So I'm based on the character who is the boyfriend of Chrissy, who is the first victim in the original Jaws movie.
Yeah, we'll actually dramatize that on the show.
I am playing the Flake, and I am doing a version of Chief Brody as a park ranger. So I am Park Ranger Brody, and I have just moved. I have been repositioned here at Shark City because of another monster incident that happened at my previous job, which is now being covered up. And I know all about the conspiracies, but no one else knows the truth.
I am playing Phoebe, aka Fee Quilter, who is the professional. I have the boat and the guns.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Yeah.
All right. With that out of the way, I'm Riley. I'll be playing everybody else in this story. So, okay, the jacket's already getting too hot, so I'll leave it on for now. But I might have to. I may lose it before longer than I wanted to. All right, that phrase did not make sense. It doesn't matter. All right, let's dive into the beaches will remain open. All right, so it's the summer of 1975. The sun has set for the night on the peaceful town of Harmony, an island community somewhere off the coast of vaguely upstate New York / New England. The kind of town that thrives on the vast amounts of money spent by outsiders during the summer months, where residents both depend on summer people and resent them with every fiber of their being. It is just one such crowd of these people who gather this night on the beach in front of a small rented property. They've bonfired, they've drank, they've listened to far too many songs played by an acoustic guitar. As the late hours unfold, folks drift back to their cottages or elsewhere onto the beach to either crash for the night or find new activities with each other in private. Except for two young, amorous, vaguely college-age people who head down to the water. As they continue their tryst, the first young man encourages them both to go out for a swim. This young man is Bobby Richards, who paddles into the water and goes out swimming. But while he heads out beyond the surf, their paramour passes out on the beach, both of them unaware that they are being watched by something hungry. All right. It's the next morning. Chief Ranger Brody, you receive a call. Where are you right now? What's your living situation like? Where are you at? Oh, we didn't do the 100 questions, actually. So we did that. So that's our preamble. Let's go ahead and pick out a couple 100 questions, and we'll get that established. So we know who might know each other, who might not know each other. Out of the way. Sorry, I forgot about the actual game elements. I was getting right into improv and storytelling. So, who has a question that they're ready to, they think, knowing who people are to each other? Sorry, I don't typically run Monster of the Week, so I'm forgetting some of the steps as we go along. But
We also need stats still.
That's true. Oh yeah, so
I did pick my stat.
yeah, you can pick your ones. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I think there's like you pick from the pre-selected choices.
There's a ratings on the back.
Yeah.
Oh, it's been so long since I played Monster of the Week.
Yeah. I think some pages are on the first page. That's why I didn't know. Like the mundane, they're on the same page. So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Depends on how it's formatted.
So we'll go ahead and do that.
I'm not sure which question, because I kind of like the idea of just going into I meet y'all on the job.
If you guys don't want to do the question, we don't have to. That's totally a part of the game. But we don't. We're not really playing an established group of hunters the way that the game usually is played. So it's kind of okay if you guys don't all know each other yet.
Mm.
That's my personal thought, is that I don't know y'all yet.
Yeah.
Is your character from Harmony or?
Oh yeah, an islander through and through.
Okay.
Your boyfriend is a summer person, but you are an islander.
Okay. You are my nephew.
Oh, perfect, because I was like, one of these things was a relation, close or distant.
Nice.
Okay, cool.
Perfect.
Because I feel like, yeah. I'm
Well,
also
it's a local town, local island town. Of course, we're related.
Of
Yeah,
course
there's not a
we
whole
are.
lot of distant people in this town. Yeah, everyone's pretty close. That's going away.
I kind of like. Some of these are just like, oh, okay. Yeah, I feel like they're going to play out these history questions are going to play out in this game.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good.
Is what it feels like, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
This is the prequel. This is the prequel one shot to a Hunter's campaign.
Perfect.
It's Cody. I'm sorry. What was your character's rename?
Quilter, or Fee. Most people just call me Quilter.
Okay.
What if I call you Quilt?
I have a big knife.
This is why I ask.
How do you feel about Quilter? That you came to me for advice, and my advice got you out of trouble.
Oh, I like that because I think so. I'm imagining her as like this. She doesn't like she's this lone wolf. She doesn't like working with people. And so she was like, I gotta go ask this stupid egghead about all this stuff. And she does that. And then she's like, damn, it was good advice. And now she knows that Yeah. Okay. I like.
I like. Okay.
That's great. Cool. I feel like I should have like shark facts for while you guys are doing it. I might be able to find some fun Jaws facts. Let me see if I can.
I mean, there's always the best one that the shark's name is Bruce. And
Yeah,
that's Finding Nemo character is named after the shark.
Mm-hmm.
I may have a joke about that somewhere in here. Yeah. Let's see here.
Quick question, settings wise, how weird are we getting?
What do you mean?
How like stat wise weird? Like how supernatural weird are we gonna go?
Oh, sure. Okay, yeah, I thought you meant just like...
Is it
tone.
worth investing in things that we normally would invest in Monster of the Week, or is this a little more based in reality? Should we steer more towards?
I'm shooting for a world that has supernatural elements, but it's not super commonly known.
Mhm.
So I would say like the weird level will be on par with like Buffy, where like if you are exploring that part of the world, you would definitely like you would definitely have some skills with that. But if you are not exploring it, you have no idea it's happening. Like it's very like so like Buffy or X-Files, or maybe a little more supernatural than X-Files, but not much more. I would say that. So
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. But if you are playing a person who is an expert on like paranormal and monsters and stuff like that, then you might have more weird than somebody else would. So that would make sense.
Okay, that just I was making sure when I'm picking stats, like, is it worth putting things into weird, or is that just gonna be a
Yeah, that'll be based entirely on how you want to roleplay the character, and I will yes and what you're doing with that stat. So, yeah, I imagined it as somewhat low super, but not no super. If that makes sense.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Which for a shark to act like this, that's probably necessary.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Let's be honest. The shark in Jaws itself is not exactly acting like an actual great white shark.
No.
Yeah.
What do you
So-
mean?
But also, like, I was thinking about this when I was rewatching the movie before we started, because I was like, oh, what interesting magical things have happened to the shark in order to allow its mouth to do that.
yup. It is very much a fictional shark. There is no basis in reality. But fun fact, sharks like to be pet. They like scritches.
The
That's
funny thing is,
adorable.
this article that I found of like facts about Jaws that I was going to read off if I needed to like fill time, this is the worst list of facts ever, unless each one of these is like a link to a different article, because like no, the links are all linking back to this exact same fact. Oh, I see. No, each link is the fact below it. Okay, that makes more sense, because the first fact was Jaws, the movie, is based on Peter Benchley's book Jaws, which could have been called something else. And I'm like, that's not really a fact. That's just like, yeah, that's how books work. Some books have names, and they're not always the same as other books' names. But apparently there was like names Benchley had thought about were the stillness in the water, the silence of the deep, Leviathan rising, and the jaws of death.
Oh my
Ooh.
God.
I like Jaws.
Silence of the Deep that's a different book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a different
Completely
story.
different story.
Yeah.
All of those feel like more in line with like a Lovecraftian like
Yeah.
Silence of the Deep is like Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah.
To me, it gives me that kind of.
I mean, I guess that would be the closest one to what actually is going on.
Yeah.
My favorite obvious fact was that Benchley didn't do any research into sharks before he wrote.
Oh, of course not. Yeah.
Like, he knew nothing.
And Benchley was just a guy who wrote like beach novels, and so he had like Jaws. There's also one called The Beast, which is about a giant squid. There's one that came years later that at the time was called White Shark, and then got renamed Creature because they made a terrible TV movie out of it, starring Craig T. Nelson, that was called Creature, and they like renamed the book Creature to tie into the TV movie. So
Oh no.
yeah.
That's rough, buddy.
That's the worst.
Yeah, I don't know if any of the other history questions hit.
I think as long as we have a connection or two, I think we can role play on that, and like also maybe like keep those questions in mind if something comes up in game that you think would work for. I don't think we need to have it all up top.
Yeah, I have one that I think works of like signs all pointed to working together, so you found them and now you work together. So I'm like, that's exactly what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so some of
exactly,
that will play
like-
out in story. Yeah,
Like, I have one that's like, they saw you absolutely lose it, go berserk. Like,
yeah.
you mean when I lose the person that is going to make me wronged for this story?
That
Yeah.
just happened.
That's the thing. I think I love this aspect of Powered by Apocalypse games where it gives you these like built-in motivations for character and stuff like that. But I think that also when you are like experienced role players, I think those things aren't always as necessary. So it's nice that they're there, so people who are used to playing role-playing games that are just like hack and slash or whatever go, oh, I need to think about these things for my character too. But I think everybody at this table, I think, is experienced enough at playing games to be like, yep, this is how we're doing it. So that's good.
I think it
we're
also. Or, go ahead. Okay. I think. I do think that there is something.
Wait, no.
I do think there is something to be said for like these history questions put like the audience of like, and by the audience I mean the players and the GM at the table, into like the middle of the story.
Yeah.
And if that's what you want, then that's great. But like sometimes you're just doing a one shot where you all meet at the time.
Yeah.
That's fine.
There's nothing wrong with meeting at a tavern. if
Exactly.
You all know how to meet at a tavern.
Yeah.
Interestingly, yes.
Yeah,
And also,
exactly.
like, because we're playing this game that is based so closely tied to this movie that we love, like,
Yeah, some of this stuff's already kind of established by the genre itself. Yeah.
And
We're
it's
just
taking
giving your
the
character
archetypes.
a bit of a bigger role in the story instead of like falling to your knees on the beach one time and we never see you ever again in the story. Whereas now you're going to be like, no, I'm sticking around. Something still my boyfriend. Gosh darn it. All right. Is there anything else? Are you good with your stats?
I think, yeah, I'm good with stats. I have my Haven stuff kind of picked because I have that as an expert. I
Cool.
think that's all I needed to. Oh, gear, but I'll figure that out.
Yeah. Anything you need to figure out? I mean, anything that needs to be discussed now before we get into story, let's do it. But anything else we can do as we go is also good. Cool.
Good.
All right. I'm so excited for it all, y'all. All right.
because I have already known this one because it's the summertime, and that is how I roll.
Yeah, that's fine. All right. Who should I get? Beverage. Can you bring me a bottle of water before you sit back down? Sure. Yeah, cold's fine. I have this soda, but I'm sure I'm gonna get felicity again as things go. All right.
Well, quick question while we're getting drinks all set. Because of the way my character is and the basis of the character, would it be an option for swapping out one of these monster slaying weapons for something to help with tracking?
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
Yes, I 100% love that
Thank
idea.
you.
Oh,
Your pronouns were he, they for your character?
Yes. Oh, sorry.
I have he, him, he, they, she, her. Those characters. Okay.
Oh.
Cool. Excellent. All right. Cool. All right. So, if we are ready to get into the actual story, we have my little preamble, and now we cut to the next morning. Chief Ranger Brody, tell me where did you sleep last night?
I slept in a very dingy motel room because I'm still getting settled into this place.
Okay.
I am not super familiar with this town yet, but I am up super early as park rangers are, getting ready to go check out the beach in the park and get everything set up. So I'm up. I've got a bottle of beer already because it's the summer and it's, you know what, I want it.
Awesome. I'm going to use the script from this advice show script here. It's to draw a map at some point so we have a description of what this town looks like. But I also want you all to kind of help me build out the way this town looks. But I am going to have a couple of key geographical points that make sense because of the actual Jaws layout. So basically, like I said, Harmony is an island. It is out in the ocean as a result of such things. And basically, the way I have it laid out in my mind is that it's basically the main beach is on the the eastern side of the island facing off into the ocean. And essentially on that, there is the layout of the town. There is kind of like a residential area that is where the people who actually live in Harmony are, and like obviously the richer folks tend to live towards the actual beach itself. And then there is kind of a long stretch where there are hotels and other touristy kind of things. And then on the other side of that, my Midwestern just popped out there for a second. On the other side of that, there is the actual like town proper where town business and such happens. So I will go ahead and hold that up in a moment. But kind of on the kind of beyond that, there's the beach, and where the beach is itself, and also across a bridge from the town proper area, there is sort of a lagoony area that comes in from the ocean that everyone calls the lake. And so for those of you who want to see that, so we kind of have the, I don't know how well it's going to pick up on the camera, but where's my camera at here? Kind of the, with my lovely artwork here. So we have the residential area, the town area, the lake, and then the actual, the touristy area. Then we have the town center. And I would say, I'll pass that around too if you want to look at it. But I would say that the hotel is going to be in the touristy area. And this is probably a motel, I imagine.
Yeah, I'm picturing like Schitt's Creek Motel. Not. This is one that no one really stays in. This is like, it's not the cute little like inn that most tourists try to go to. Nope, it's just a very bland looking motel that they were like, we're not going to pay for you to stay in a nicer one, so this is where you're staying until you get a house.
Nice, love that. Yeah, we'll call it the Benchwater Inn, and it is because Peter Benchley's name popped into my head, and I was like, well, the Benchley Inn feels too on the nose, so it's the Benchwater Inn, and that is where you were at this garage. So you said a cheap little hotel, Benchwater. I don't know if that's going to matter too much where it's at, but I'm just going to say it's kind of like roughly in the middle of a touristy area. It's not in the nice part of a touristy area. It is not beachfront property, even though it's called Beachwater. If it was a modern day setting and there was a Yelp review for it, it would say view of beach, and that would mean that there is a street out front of the window that leads down to where there is a view of the beach. As someone who has tried to book a vacation in Long Beach and has been frustrated at how often beach view hotels are not on the beach. All right. But I'm like, is it close to lesbian bars? That's what I need to know. All right. That's where you are. So you are awoken by the ringing of the phone in the hotel room, the landline, because that's all that exists in this time period.
All right, so I take a sip of my beer, like, oh, already? It's like, because it's like, park rangers got to get up. It's like 4 a.m. So I call it. I'm like, what's up?
On the other end of the line is one of your deputy rangers. His name is Chris Michaels, and Chris has a shaky panic to his voice. And he says, Chief, we need you, man. You gotta get out here.
What happened?
We got a report from one of the locals that his boyfriend vanished last night.
Okay, on the beach, in the park, where?
Yeah, on the beach. So we'll say the beach itself is a state park, and that is why Park Ranger Brody is running it, because we don't need to have cops. All right, so as main character heroes. Yeah, it's on the beach. He said he was out with them last night, and that they went swimming, I think, and then only one of them came back.
Okay, do you still have this person available for chat? Like, are they still available for me to interview them and just see what happened?
Yeah, they're here.
Okay, cool. I will be right down then.
Okay.
Take another swig of the beer. It's the
Excellent.
70s.
Yeah. Take a swig of beer, smoke a cigarette.
Yeah. If I had a prop cigarette, I would just...
Get behind the wheel of the car. Gotcha. You're good.
Yeah.
All right. So, Chief Brody, you head down to the beach. It takes you no time at all because it is, like you said, as you established, it's 4 a.m. So the sun has not come up yet. There is not a lot of traffic at this time of day. So you go down to the beach, and as you get there, you see Chris Michaels, the deputy ranger, who is still looking very shaky and nervous because he's not used to handling missing person type cases. He's mostly used to like, hey, there's too much glass on the beach. We need to mess that up. This is not a team that is used to dealing with crimes. So they are there, and standing next to Chris Michaels is why don't you describe your character?
You see a man, kind of average, like a little bit shorter than average height, like 5'9" ish, Southeast Asian, and he is he looks like he spends all summer at the beach doing like vanity workouts.
Okay.
Love it.
It's all the right muscles in all the right places to attract all the right attention.
And you notice, even because Deputy Chris Michaels has been living in this town for quite a while, longer than you, and you can tell, like, he's also a little nervous to be around Bobby, because Bobby is so ripped and attractive. So that is what's happening here. And so he's like, hey, Ranger Brody, Chief Ranger Brody, this is Bobby.
Sorry, I just, got out here, but My deputy here says that there's been a disappearance.
My boyfriend is gone.
Well,
You just vanished.
Okay, where were you last?
Here. Where would I...
Where on the beach were you?
We were out. There's that house that we always rent out for the weekend. Like, me and my friends. And so, like, there's that, like, group of, like, upscale bungalows, or whatever they're calling them now, to jack up the price, and, like, we get together, and then I told him, I just told Marty it'd be fun if we went for a swim. The tide's in. I didn't think it would be that big of an issue. Like, I just looked away for a minute. Like, couldn't have been more
Listen,
than
it's not
like 30 seconds.
Let's start with it's not your fault.
Like,
It's not your fault. We'll
it was
get
my suggestion.
That's okay. We'll get a boat team out. I know there was a local with a boat, so we can get out there, and we also have boats because I'm a park ranger. But we'll get out there, we'll go looking for him. Just please can you take me to the spot he was at? Because I'm new to town. I don't know the house that everyone parties at. Can you take me there?
It's a pretty good place.
I look at Chris.
Not that I've been invited to it, but it's there.
You don't strike me as someone who likes to party.
Well, that's because no one ever has. I might like to party. I don't know. What do you do at a party?
Chris,
Not the time.
you focus a little bit.
You're right. I'm sorry. I'm making it about me. I've been talking about not doing that. Sorry.
We can hop in the little buggy. We can just point me in the direction we're going.
Yeah, let's go.
right.
I mean, it's already been however many fucking hours.
Yep.
Jesus.
We'll go looking for him. Don't. Did you get him a water?
Oh, sure. And he there's not bottled water of his time, so he goes over to where the beach shower would be and gets a cup and pours some water and brings it over to you. It's disgusting. Here you go.
Look at Chris. Look at the cup. Let's just fucking go.
Yeah. I don't know what I expected.
I can go get us coffees or something if you want.
Yeah. Go get some coffees. That's a great idea.
Okay. What do you? He starts to leave and he stops. What do you want in your coffee?
Just a black coffee is fine.
Okay. Okay for you too. Okay, and then he goes off. Yeah.
Not even no more acknowledgement of this guy. This guy.
So then Chris leaves. That way you guys can have a scene. So you take your little beach comber or whatever it's called down to the spot where he and left their partner previously, and that's where you're at right now. So I imagine that at this point, a good thing to do would be to do a hunter move, which would probably be. Let's see here. I think
Investigate a mystery?
Yeah, investigate a mystery or read a bad situation or something along those lines. Tell me
have
what
a
you're
move.
doing. Okay.
Connect the dots at the beginning of each mystery. If you look at for the wider patterns
right.
that current events might be of roll plus sharp, and I have some. And then if I roll, I have questions I can ask depending on how well I roll.
Okay. Yeah. Why don't you go ahead and do that?
If anybody else has beginning of a mystery things you want us to do it now?
I'll do it when I introduce your character. Yeah.
Perfect.
I do remember you have one. Do you have one, Cody? I can't remember.
No.
I remember that the expert and the flake have one. So I will do that when you come in.
All right, let's see how well I roll. I'm not doing anything. Oh wait, hold on. I have +2 sharp. Hold on. Maybe I am.
It's a 6.
Nope.
Okay. Yeah. So far.
It may say something about if you miss.
It doesn't.
Oh.
It just is what if I got a 10 plus, I can hold 3. A 7 to 9, I can hold 1, and then I can ask.
Okay.
Rip.
Yeah, I don't think that is something where you take any sort of penalty on a failure, so I will let that be what it is. But let me ask you this.
Beer's really doing you well.
That's what I was going to chalk it up to the beer.
Yeah.
The morning beer.
Yeah, it hasn't kicked in yet. You know? Bobby, do you want to do anything?
The 4 a.m. alcohol.
I think once we get there,
Yeah.
I can roll and investigate a mystery.
Sure. Yeah, let's
Not
say
that will do me much good, but I do get a +1 on it too, because this is my prey.
Sure thing. Yeah, let's get. So let's say unless you want to do any role play on the way to it, I think you can arrive there.
So we just get there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, this is just a lot of me freaking out.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
being like, can't this fucking thing go any faster?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
there's, like, some driving,
how
there's
many
an
miles does this
occasional,
get? Yeah,
like-
you're gonna be like,
You doing all right?
yeah.
Like,
Like maybe I not that one of you is in a good condition to drive, to be honest with you. But yeah, so you
no.
get
There's
luckily
definitely, we both share the same kind of like aura of alcohol.
yeah, that's fair. Yeah, and also I mean it's fair. It's on a beach, so even if you shouldn't be driving, it's not like you're gonna hit another piece of sand. You're fine. So yeah, you get down to the area of this bungalow is that everybody rents out, and you look around and you kind of come to, you are able to, before you have to search for it, you're able to at least find where you went into the water, because you do see like flip-flops and clothes that are on the ground that people discarded in various states of amorous delight and such like that.
All right. And so I'm gonna use the little, because there's probably a little walkie-talkie on the buggy.
Sure.
And I'm just gonna be like, all right, can we get a boat out to? And I give coordinates to where we are.
Yeah. You get a response back from, I don't think I need to name this person, you just get like from dispatch and they're like, you got it, Chief.
Thank you. Over.
Yep. And you kind of hear off in the distance like as engines start off and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
Well, I mean, that's always the same person working dispatch. I mean, Molly is out there, like,
yeah.
just all the time.
Yeah.
Molly's great. She does her job, and I like
Certainly? Yeah.
that. She does her job, and she does it well.
Yeah.
All right. So you went off into the water. What happened here?
Yeah, I mean, like, go out, have a swim. And I know for a while, like, Marty was like, took a little nap on the beach. And I thought that was probably for the best because you don't actually. It's kind of a lightweight.
Okay.
And he's fine. Like, I mean, he's from the Big Apple, which means he had really never seen water before in his life. So I thought it was probably for the best that he took a nap.
Yeah.
Then, like, I may have made fun of him a little bit for it.
I get it. But I'm from upstate New York. I'm not from the city, so I don't know what it's like there. But I'm used to nature. A lot of these summer folks don't seem to be.
But I did warn him that, like, don't go out by yourself.
Okay. I will.
Maybe.
So I start
I'm
kind of
thinking.
looking around at the clothes, just trying to see if there's any signs of like anything that might have happened here. Like,
Okay, yeah. Why don't we have you do an investigate a mystery roll? You can both do this because you're both kind of looking around.
Ooh, oh, nice, because I have 2. So that's an 8.
I got a 9.
Okay. So with those, you each get to ask me one question. Looks like. Or you get one hold, and you can use that hold to ask the question. So you can ask now, or you can. Right now, it makes sense to ask something, but
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess I'll go with the obvious. What happened here?
yeah, great. I think. And do you have one you want to hold?
I am going to ask, where did it go? But it being
Him. Yeah.
Marty.
Yeah. Okay. I think that unfortunately for you, Bobby, you immediately learn where did he go, because as you're looking around this area and as the tide has kind of gone back out again, you find the remains of the body of your boyfriend, who is partially buried in the sand and is currently being attracting a few crabs to where he's at. And your answer to your question is, it sounds like, or from the situation, that Bobby passed out on the beach and the tide came in, dragged him out a little bit, something attacked him, and now he's washed back up again.
All right.
And that's where we're going to cut from here. And we're going to fast forward a little bit so that our other players can be in the game as well. And basically, a couple of things have played out over the next 24 hours, which is that you got this body to the coroner's office, and it was pretty quickly told to you that it seemed like the attack was pretty consistent with what the records showed for a shark attack. You then immediately tried to shut down the beach, and you were intercepted by the town council, who said you can't make decisions like that until the mayor gets here. And that is where we are currently. But in that time period, you also did reach out to experts on the matter. And I will say that both of you have received this information as well through whatever means you would pick up that kind of thing. So what's happening now is that the city does not yet know something like this is happening. We are now going to be the next day at the beach, and you are still trying to prevent people from going in the water and stuff like that, but you have not been allowed to shut the beaches down. And I will say that the two of you have arrived now at the city. So, and you are now also like, why are people not listening to what's happening to me? So we're cutting through a few things in the film story because I don't want to keep two players out. Because if we kept you as Hooper, you wouldn't be able to join the game until halfway through the game, it feels like. So I'm not gonna do that to you. And yeah, exactly. So that's where we are right now. Basically, you have tried a little bit to handle this. The town councils, like the mayor's not here until mayor gets here. Like we can't shut this. There's tourists, stuff like that. So this is the next day now. There has not been another attack yet, and we are at the beach. And I will let you guys all be at the beach, or you could be at the ranger station if you prefer. But that's kind of where we're at right now.
I'm at the beach with a megaphone, like, get out of the water, because told malicious compliance.
Yeah,
I can't shut it down, but I can do this.
fair.
And I have shown up with a harpoon.
Okay.
And I am not letting you in the water because I'm like, we do not know where this shark is, and you could hurt someone else.
Okay, great. I think that's a good enough place to start for the other two to find your way into the scene. So let's let this play out a little bit. So you are doing this. You are by the water with a harpoon looking out into the ocean. And now our glorious mayor, Mayor Hamilton, who he will arrive. And he is a somewhat older gentleman in a fine, I'm making a Cajun all of a sudden, in a fine coat. But he walks up to you and he says to you, Ranger Brody, can I ask you what you're doing right now?
I'm keeping people safe
Keeping people safe.
and out of the water where a shark attack happened yesterday.
Shark attack.
Yes. The coroner's office confirmed shark attack.
Are you sure about that?
Yes. I was there. I should know.
Now, did he actually tell you it was for sure a shark attack or that it kind of looked like a shark attack?
Told me it looked like a shark attack. Yes, it is a shark attack, and we should shut down the beaches until we either can catch the shark or, we need to shut down the beaches. It's not that hard to understand. You do not want more people of your people to die. People who pay you money, most likely your town money, who come here, pay money.
Oh, so
you don't want them to die.
That's the detail that I think you are starting to fall back on a little bit here. See, this town thrives on tourism. And right now, you are cutting off the only source of money that this town gets by your little panic here.
Okay.
Now, I talked to the coroner, and he told me, and he calls the coroner over, and the coroner's name is Sean J, Dr. J, and Dr. J, who I'm now putting Dr. Now, Dr. J looked at these injuries, and he told me they could also be somebody getting caught up in the propeller of a boat. Now, I know this young man has been here before. He is a summer boy, and they tend to indulge a little bit too much. From the report that I read, sounds like he got a little bit too drunk, fell asleep by the water, and pulled out to sea. Now,
there were
that
no
seems
boats out last night.
oh, but you said you didn't get to the scene till 4 a.m., so how do you know there weren't no boats out before? The fishermen go out all night.
I mean, I asked the witness what the deal was.
Oh, right, the witness, the
The boyfriend.
the Richards boy.
Yeah.
The
one.
young man who's known for a little bit of drinking and imbibing.
I mean,
That's your
that's
expert
literally
witness here.
everyone.
So you're
in
shutting
this town.
down this entire town's economy based on the testimony of a drunk boy in the middle of a shop.
Here's the thing. Do you want people to keep coming to this beach?
Yes, and
And so you don't want your town to have a bad reputation.
if we're known for shutting down the beach in the middle of summer, we're going to have a bad reputation.
Oh, if you have people dying out at the beach, whether it's by boat or by shark, that's going to give you an even worse reputation. And people are going to stop coming here. So, I don't know, maybe give me 24 hours at the very least to shut down the beach and at least find out for sure if it's a shark or a boat.
See, 24 hours is a lot of money for the folks who live in this town.
24 hours is they can go to the bars, they can go to the cafes, they can go do other things. There's a lake.
We'll think about it. We'll ponder it over. And he walks away.
I'm assuming you're Ranger Brody?
What gave it away?
Well, the uniform for one.
I guess that, yeah. That'll do it.
Hi, Mark Hopper.
Chief Ranger Brody, as you've said. What can I do for you, for?
Well, I was sent by the university.
Oh, you're one of the experts on the sharks.
Well, the expert, but yeah, sure.
Well, I reached out to several, so...
Oh, well, great. I mean, more brains, more power. So what can you tell me? Like, what did you see? What
Well,
are
we
dealing
found
with?
the body. We've talked to the coroner. If he would like to talk to Dr. J, he'd walking away with the mayor right now. He said it looked like a shark attack. We had the body. It was pretty grizzled, honestly. Honestly, worse than any shark attack I've heard of.
Interesting. How many shark attacks are there in this area normally?
I mean, not that many. You're more likely to get struck by lightning.
All right.
But usually when they do happen, it's because the shark accidentally thought you were something else, bites you, and then spits you out. So
I know I kind of have a degree in...
yeah, sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
So this one looked a little bit more, honestly, intentional.
Intentional.
Like it meant to kill this person. Like it meant to eat and kill this person, which I know is unusual.
That's intriguing.
That's standard out here. Guessing you're the Boy Scout?
Chief Ranger Brody, and you are?
What's up, Bobby?
Auntie Fee, you brought the stuff, right? You brought the stuff because we gotta go out. This guy will not let me out onto the water
I brought
to
the
get
stuff.
what killed Marty.
Not until there are no people in the water will I let you go try to kill
All right,
things.
all right. Calm yourselves down. I'm Phoebe Quilter. You can call me Quilter. Oh, hey, Egghead. What's up?
It's so good to see you, Quilty.
Every time. All right. I was walking up. I heard you say something about intentional shark attack situation going on.
Yeah, we, last night, unfortunate matter where a young man was killed by presumably a shark, and it was pretty grisly.
Oh God. I would like to read a bad situation to see, because there's people probably in the water right now. I'd like to see if the thing if there's a bad thing out there in that water.
Yeah. Also, as you're rolling that, you
Okay.
also had a starting.
I haven't
move.
started.
Oh,
move,
yeah.
So why don't you roll that while
Yes.
he's
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do you, and we're gonna do you.
Just yelling at people to get out of the water.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, that's a good roll.
Nice. Not
What am I
good.
adding to that? Oh, plus sharp. So that is an 11.
Okay. What is your move?
My move is the woman or man with the plan. At the beginning of each mystery, roll sharp. On a 10 plus, which I got, hold 2. On a 7-9, hold 1. Spend the hold to be where you need to be, prepared and ready.
Okay. So hold on to those and use them when you want to use them.
Yes.
I got a 7.
Great. Okay.
So I hold 1, and I'm going to ask the question, are there any dangers we haven't noticed?
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I would say that in your... Let me see what's a good clue that I can give you here. You are an expert in this kind of attack, especially. And that means that part of why you're here right now is because you picked up on the wire that there was some mystery happening here. And what you know is that typically, if there's a shark attack pattern, then there's probably have been patterns of other shark sightings coming up the coast as the shark would have swam up from the more tropical climates. And you haven't heard of any of that. So you haven't heard any sort of things. And you also know that the waters this year have been colder. So it doesn't really make a lot of sense that a shark would have come this far north already. So you know that whatever's happening seems to be some sort of rogue element, and so it's less predictable. And that's the answer to what's the danger that you haven't noticed, is that something about this is rogue and not typical of shark attacks.
Got it. Okay. Let me guess, Mayor What's-His-Face was all, oh, we can't close the beaches because we'll lose money.
Yep. I try to tell him we'll lose a lot more money if we get known for, shark attacks.
Yeah, well,
So what would it take for him to close the beach?
Proving that it is a shark attack and that it's dangerous to go into the water is the only thing I can think
Okay,
of.
well that's easy. Where's the body?
It's the coroner's office, which we can go to. I will get my deputies out here trying to keep people out of the water, and I radio. Deputies, we need you out on the beach. I need to go to the coroner's office. Shark expert.
As you are making this
Over.
call, you start to hear screaming and yelling coming from the water, and you see a group of people starting to rush in a panic out of the water.
All right, well, the coroner's office might have to
oh,
wait.
shit. I think I probably drove up or something, or I just pull out a full sniper rifle out of like wherever it was I drove in, just put it on my shoulder, and I'm hiking down to the beach.
I
Okay.
just pull out my holdout pistol.
Okay.
I'm going down. I got my harpoon at the ready. Like
Okay.
the finger is on the trigger. Never do that.
Yeah, I pointed. I like reach out and pointed at the ground. I still too trigger happy there, Bobby.
Yeah.
By the way, I'd like you to tell me a little bit more about your boyfriend when you get the chance. It'll be all right. I just like least maternal patting on the shoulder ever, and then
As opposed to getting closer to the water, I want to try to get elevation. So maybe climb up on like a lifeguard post
Yeah.
or something. I want to try to get a bird's eye view of what's happening.
Yeah, that sounds good. Why don't you do an act under pressure roll for me?
Yeah, that's a cool. Oh, but I read about the sort of things. I roll sharp instead of cool for
Nice.
extra pressure.
Yeah, I think you're pretty familiar with these things.
That's not great. Nope, that's that's a 5, baby.
oh.
Oh no. Okay.
Oh,
so
also, don't we mark experience every time we roll a 6 or less?
yes.
Oh, yeah.
I
Hey.
forgot about that.
Yeah, if you level up, since it's the one shot, if you level up during game, just go ahead and take the level up and tell me what you're doing with it. So, all right. I would say that you stumble a little bit climbing up this, so your penalty for the roll is you're gonna take -1 forward. So
Okay.
the next roll you'll do will be a -1. This is kind of like you being like set off a little bit from slipping while you're climbing.
Sure.
All right. Anybody else going to do anything? So basically, there are now people starting to run out of the water to panic. There's a little bit of fear of being trampled, but you're trying to head past them with a harpoon, right?
Yes.
So why don't you also make an act under pressure to see if you're able to navigate this rush of people?
Okay. That is a 7.
A 7. All right. So with a 7, okay. So it's not quite as good as you wanted it to go. So you had I give you a worse outcome, hard choice, or price to pay. The option I'm going to give you is you either take 1 harm or you lose your harpoon gun.
I'm taking 1 harm.
Okay.
I have a forever. I'm not putting this gun down until there's a dead shark at the end of it.
So what happens is someone bumps into you, and because you don't drop your gun, it it's kind of like the blade slashes into you a little bit. So you take 1 harm that way.
I have a very it is that slash across the bicep that is just very artfully.
Yeah, that almost makes it hotter now.
Correct,
Yeah.
yes.
So later on, when you're comparing scars with Quint, with Wilt,
How?
yeah.
Why is it always Hollywood bullshit with you and your side of the family? What's going on?
Look. Bollywood, please.
Bollywood, excuse me, sorry.
But Auntie Fee, it's just who I am. I can't help it. This just happens.
Yeah, well, you're more likely to survive at this point, so just be happy about that.
All right. So they head towards the beach now. They're able to get through the crowd of people. And who else is going to be running down to the beach? Jess, you're running to the beach. So why don't you both make an act under pressure roll for me as well?
Okie
Or you can do if you want. If you're, yeah, I think that's good. You gotta learn to say the roll that I said and make you do it.
I got an 11.
An 11, great.
8.
All right. So you were able to make it down, and then for Sheriff Brody, I think for you, or sorry, Ranger Brody, is not even a sheriff in the movie. Ranger Brody, what I'm going to say for you is that I think I'm just going to give you as well a momentary inhibited, so you're not able to get like you have enough people running to you in fear that you're as well a have enough people running to there. So basically, right now, Quilter and Bobby have made it to the water, and you can see there is some sort of object or creature moving around in the water.
So it's moving around in the water.
Yeah.
Okay. Does it look... I think I'm going to train my gun on it and say... Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to say, Bobby, point your harpoon at it. Don't shoot. All right? And I'm going to...
Like, right away. The tension is real. Muscles are shaking.
Yeah.
This is also not what you want to do when you're
Yeah,
trying
no,
to
I
aim
know.
for
That's
it.
why I'm going to put my sniper rifle on my shoulder and take out my big knife and
Okay.
wade into the water towards the thing.
Okay.
Just in case it's like a kid. Because I don't want to shoot a kid, but also, I got a knife.
Yeah. Like that. I think this is going to be another act under pressure for you.
Yep. Cool. 12!
12.
Nice.
Yeah, you are able to...
Really, really well.
You are no stranger to creatures stampeding, so you're not at all affected by, like, you know how to avoid the people, and as the beach starts to clear out, you get out as deep as you can in the water before it gets to where you couldn't really walk out any further, and you're able to get a good look at this. This is definitely not a shark. This is definitely someone playing a prank with a scuba suit and a shark fin.
Can I just, like, pick them up by the scruff of their scuba suit and just yank them out of the water?
You absolutely can do that, yes. And you pick out it's a young boy who thinks he's doing the funniest thing in the world, and he's a local in town that you know, and his name is on my sheet somewhere. His name is Kent Gardner.
Kent Gardner. All right. I yank him out of the water and trying to make sure that everyone on the beach can see him. And I very pointedly make sure he sees the knife. And I do a cool flip with it and put it back in the holster on my belt. And I say, Mr. Gardner, very clever prank. I'm sure you feel real good about yourself.
I thought it was funny because everyone was because the ranger was like yelling shark, and it's obviously no sharks out here. This is the Harmony Island. Nothing cool happens here.
Yeah, you're right. There probably ain't a shark. It's probably something worse out there. Like me. Get on the beach. And I start wading back up.
Yeah, do you take his shark fin?
Yeah, I yank his shark fin up and like try to chuck him towards the beach area. And I'm just smashing the cardboard shark fin up as I walk back.
Nice. All right.
And I'm going to make sure that my little brother gives you wedgies every single day of school for the rest of your life.
Oh. I'm trying to think, what's your brother's name going to be? Hang on. I'm just going to look up the name of the kids who played the kids in Jaws. That's who it's going to be. Your little brother's name is, you know what? I'll make it Mikey. Makes sense. Michael Brody. All right, perfect. Not Mikey. He has a grip like nothing. I don't know why he has the same voice as the other cop now. Whatever. Mikey has the worst grip in the whole school.
That's because I taught it to him.
He runs away in terror. I don't think you need to roll for that. I think he's very scared. You're carrying a harpoon gun. You're bleeding. Everything about that is going fair.
Bullying children.
Hopper.
Feels real good.
Yeah, family.
Glad nobody had bullying on our lines of videos. I'm glad we have it in there. Hopper, I want you to do me a favor and read a bad situation for me.
Yeah, let's do that. And this is going to be my -1 for my...
Take it forward. Yeah.
All right, let's see. That's a 5 plus 2 is a 7 minus 1 is a 6.
Okay.
No.
That's
This the one. That's
I don't
rude.
know. It's so rude.
that is perfect.
Do you want
Yeah.
some of this?
So
Maybe.
because you are distracted watching this play out here, you don't notice that there's a second commotion happening further down the beach, and you guys all suddenly hear more screaming happening from down the beach. And as you look down, you see a fastly spreading pool of red in the water as someone has been the victim of an attack.
Oh fuck.
And
Shit. I mean, I'm gonna.
Sprint.
Yeah, sprinting, running over, scanning for person who's dead / injured or the monster.
I'll start calling out to the people who are in the water near there to get out of the water.
yeah, I think you don't have to even roll for that. Everyone's on board with that decision. Everybody
I
is
would hope
ready
so.
to go. Yeah. People are getting out. You see people who have, like, they're screaming because they've got blood on them and they're running through. I will say that at this point, you do not see a shark in the water. You just see the remains of the victim. So it sounds like that while everyone was distracted by the young boy with the prank, there was an attack and the creature was able to get away before anyone saw it.
Huh. So we find the remains of whoever it was. Do we recognize who it is as we're pulling it up onto the beach?
You do. You find the body. I would say that you, especially as someone who was a child in this town at one point, recognize this is the body of a beloved school teacher by the name of Alexis Gary, or Ms. Gary, as you probably knew her. And she is being pulled out of the water, and she unfortunately has been killed by this creature. So, Bastion, just so you step away for a second, while everyone was distracted by the kid's prank, the creature was able to kill another person further down the beach. So, we will cut from there to the town hall. And now much of the crowd is yelling and commotion and fear and anger as everyone is discussing these events. And now they're yelling at you, even though you had the choice to close at the beaches, and you tried to, and you were stopped in doing it. Somehow it's still Ranger Brody's fault.
Can I set up any kind of presentation to show, like, this is shark. Shark bad. Close beaches, because shark bad.
Yes, you absolutely can do that.
I don't know what role that would be, but I need to...
Damn it,
I think I just like
Get
that. I'm not
better
going to
and
make
better
you roll
for
for that. I think I'm just let you. You're going to give somebody else a +1 forward for
Okay.
a argument they're making. So I'll let you give somebody else a +1 on a roll. It kind of works as a help out, I guess.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't think you're actually going to have to roll for the help out. I think we're just giving you a help out. But yeah, that's I love that. So
Shark bad.
Just Pawnee, Indiana, right here
I
in upstate New
mean,
York.
you're not wrong.
someone's like, wait, shark bad? Shark in water? Yeah. Now the mayor is trying to calm everybody down and going, now look, we don't know yet what happened out in the water. As far as we know, a person got herself hurt, and now we're all overreacting just a little bit, I think.
How?
A woman is dead.
And we're very
And
sorry
my
about
boyfriend
We
is
have
dead.
2 people dead now.
that. And
Because you would not close the beaches.
Look, we are so sorry about that information, and it is a tragic loss. However, we do know for a fact that at least one of the so-called sharks in the water was a boy in a suit. So how do we know for a fact the other sharks are also sharks?
How did this woman die then?
Maybe she got caught on something.
Oh, great. So there's something in the water. Should we close down the beaches so we figure out what is in the water? Wouldn't you agree?
You know what? That is a good point. We should probably dredge the beach and make sure there's not something sharp or pointy underneath the water that's cutting people up. That's a good point.
You think that some random piece of trash dismembered my kindergarten teacher?
I don't know if I would use that language, but yes, I think so.
You were Please tell me he's not this fucking stupid.
No, this is
Not,
exactly. I had this
he's been
same
like
argument.
this.
Yeah.
He's been like this since yeah.
I took a lovely vacation along with some of the city council this past winter down to the Bahamas. They have plenty of beaches down there. They have plenty of sharks down there, and they seem to manage to stay open and have a good time and make lots of money at their beaches, whether there's a shark in the water or not. So I'm not sure why we have to shut one down.
That's because they have sharks in the water. There's something a bit more nefarious than a shark in these here waters.
I wish I should have taken that skill. No.
Before you say this, do you run your fingers down a
Yes,
chalkboard?
100%. I just do that. I do the dramatic.
Yeah.
All I'm asking for is at least 24 hours to shut down the beaches and find what is out there. At least 24 hours.
And the mayor looks like he's going to protest, and it looks like one of the other council members steps up and is like, nope, Mr. Mayor, I know that we obviously all want to keep the town open and we want to keep all the businesses thriving, but I think that Ranger Brody is making a decent suggestion. And this man speaking is Peter Shaw, who is one of the town council members. And those of you who are from the town, so the two of you, know that he tends to have a bit more of a level head and tends to be more of he's not as business minded. He's much more of I want the town to be good and people to be happy. And so he's kind of one of the more liberal voices in the town council, very much always about like making sure that people are taken care of before commerce.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
I'd like to investigate a mystery, and you can have to tell me no, but I want to know, because I do have a bit of a knowledge of the otherworldly a little bit.
Yeah.
Is this mayor just this stupid, or is he under the influence of something?
Oh,
yeah, is this bitch a were-shark?
Or like, what is going on? Because they seem very obtuse, even for an elected official.
Yeah, why don't you do, I don't know what's the best role for this. Investigate a mystery is what you wanted?
Probably. Looking at it, I think those questions are probably the closest.
Yeah.
Listen, I would investigate a mystery to see if there's a connection between the two dead victims.
Oh, interesting.
But I have -1 sharp, so I will not be doing that.
I will do
Thank
that.
God.
Yay!
A 7.
All right, so you get to ask one question. All right. You get a whole one, but you can also use that whole question. Yep.
What is being concealed here about, like, what is the mayor concealing? Or what is...
Sure. I'll say what's being concealed here is... I'm trying to think how to answer this in character. You feel like the mayor has a financial interest in some way in keeping the beaches open, even if there's death happening. So you feel like the mayor is, I'll say the way you're reading this, the mayor is obviously like trying to downplay the violence because he wants the beaches to stay open for some reason.
Okay.
Has
And
he lied at all to me directly?
I think he hasn't directly lied, but he has spoken in very half-truths. Like,
Okay.
it feels like he is dancing around something. That's what I'll give you with that.
I have if someone lies to me, I know it.
Yeah.
Skill.
So you could definitely tell he's lying about,
Yeah.
like, he also believes that there is a creature or something attacking people, but it sounds like he's sort of the mindset, he's almost like that kind of, like, the terrible capitalist of, like, oh, the insurance for paying us off is cheaper than not making a profit off something. He's very much like something is keeping him from wanting the beaches to be shut down. And then you were going to check for...
I'm gonna check to see if they have a connection
Sure.
for quilting.
I'm like, listen, I'm not smart enough to figure this out. These two have a connection. I don't remember faces. I'm really bad with names. I'm just not a people person.
Or
You're a good at
8
10.
to 10, yeah. I can do math, I promise.
Yeah.
So, math's for mortals.
Which move did you do for that?
I'm moving investigate a mystery would probably be the best way to find out
Okay.
if they have a connection.
Sure.
And since I rolled a 10, I get 2 questions.
Yeah. Or you can hold and do
Yeah.
one for later.
This one.
Yeah, what was it going to maybe?
Let's see. It's hard to. Yeah. What was it going to do?
What was it going to do?
Yeah.
What
I'm trying to like
Yeah.
figure out how to say like with these questions of what is the connection between these two people.
Yeah, I think we can be a little bit like outside the realm of these questions a little bit, which is fine for me.
Yeah.
So I think the only connection you can find between these two people is where they were killed. and it's that both deaths so far have happened kind of in between this residential area that I mentioned and the town hall area. So it's like somewhere, both deaths have happened somewhere in this area. That's the only connection definitely you have between the two.
Okay.
Yeah. But that doesn't mean that there might not be something interesting about them as individuals, but you don't know that information yet.
Yeah. Okay. So the only connection I can think of is they both happened in the same area, which could give us a bit of an area that we should search. I understand that the ocean is large, but if we can search at least in that area first.
It's true.
I mean, normal fish like to keep to an area that they live in. I feel like
there's
big
nothing
fish would
normal here.
also want to keep to an area that it lives in, even if that area is larger. Like, I don't know. Like, I know when I go fishing, I can always go back to the same spot.
All right. I say, oh God.
Well, so Peter Shaw here, Mr. Shaw.
Yeah.
Are you giving us potentially the go-ahead here to shut down at least for 24 hours, just to see if we can figure out what's in this ocean?
As a town council member, I would vote right now to close the beaches. So I think we just need to get the rest of the council to agree to that. But I think that most likely we can get at least 24 hours. Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna go to Mr. Gary, and it's like, could use your voice here, man. Like, these guys don't care about us. They don't care about our loved ones.
Yeah.
They don't care about our loss.
He's handling the loss worse than you were. He is very shaky and upset. And he says, "You're right. They don't care at all. They don't care."
Like, all of the people who are there, like, I feel like it's a lot of people because of Miss Gary. Like,
Yeah,
we all
everyone's really
loved
upset.
her.
They love Miss Gary. Yeah,
And
Mrs.
so
Gary, yeah.
it's like that, like, try to get people to, like, you know, that kind of soft whisper into like a, like, you don't fucking care, you don't care.
Yeah. They don't
Inside
care
a
about Miss
mob.
Gary. Yeah.
Inside a mob. Yeah.
Yeah.
Aw.
I think manipulate someone might be the good role here.
Okay.
For a normal person, so roll plus charm.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Okay. That's an 11.
That's an 11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love to see it.
Yeah,
Love it.
as you do this, so relevant. So you're doing it to Mr. Gary, and he is like starting to like he is now leading this insightful thing because for the reason you gave them, they don't care about his wife, and he's like, they don't care, they don't care, and now people are starting to chant it, and he says. He goes, after all that my wife's family has done for this town over the years, now she is dead and they're not doing anything about it. And everyone's like, and so now people start to chant, close the beach, close the beach, close the beach. And finally the Mayor Hamilton throws up his arms and he goes, all right, folks, look, I'm not saying that we don't care. We just had your best interests at heart with your bottom lines. But if the whole town thinks that we need to close the beach for 24 hours, fine, we'll do it. But don't come complaining to us at tax season that you don't have any money, because it's not our fault that the town is shutting down its primary way of making money.
I think you're the only one who cares about that right now, sir.
We'll see about that right now, but people tend to think about different things when the money comes due.
I said that as disrespectfully. I was
Of
like,
course.
I mean this with disrespect.
Yeah.
Well,
With all due respect,
I
which
felt
is
dirty
not.
saying it as the keeper, but
You know what? You know what
Yeah.
comes around before tax season? Election season.
All right, so we've got 24 hours. I feel like
All right.
this is the only team I've got with my and my deputies, of course.
Yeah, they
what do you mean? Oh, I got that coffee for you. But he comes up with coffee from like 2 days ago.
that
it's so
Still
bitter
coffee.
and gross, but yeah,
But
You
so
know, I
is-
don't have any
so
right
is
to
Brody,
judge.
so
that's true.
I'm gross.
You know what? Take one. I don't know if this is a thing in the system. I'm going to take +1 forward because
yeah.
that's my version of give you inspiration.
Yeah, no.
If you're playing Doctor Who,
starts
it's going to
drinking
take a
the
story
coffee.
point.
He's fully just drinking the coffee.
Yeah, of course.
It's like ice cold.
Caffeine. It's been stress.
All right, so you have 24 hours right now with nobody at the beaches. What do you want to do with that time?
Well, we should start by making a plan, and I need you, and as much as you know about sharks as possible. We got muscle.
You're correct.
And one of you has a harpoon, so that's good. I have hunting rifles. You've got a rifle.
I got a lot. I got some.
So I think
Also, if we need to go out and hunt this thing on the water,
we do.
my boat's kind of got some armor reinforcement, so we could use my boat.
All right, we should use your boat then, because nothing that the state gives me is going to be that good.
Yeah.
Until 20 years later when they give you armored vessels.
Like them, you get the
No,
military.
they're not giving that
I
to the
did
park
make you
ranger.
I made you a state park ranger because my heart couldn't make you federal right now. So
I'm a state park ranger.
when I was like, this is Harmony Beach State Park.
No.
So I think Will Rogers Beach is a state park, which made me think of like, oh, there are beaches that are state parks.
Yeah.
So this makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. So I think we need to start with a little bit of a lesson on sharks and what we might be dealing with.
You gotta
So,
drink while you're doing that.
okay. I have seen some weird stuff out there, and there are some weird creatures out there that will just murder people for fun. And I feel like we might be dealing with something like that.
Well, it's completely possible. I mean, something like this is not... Sharks aren't malicious creatures. They're creatures like anybody else.
Exactly.
I think you're right. Something about this feels pointed. Something about this feels malevolent.
That's why I think we need to look at everything that can kill a shark, and we need to know exactly where to hit it so that when we get the time to hit it, we hit it.
Great. I've got some books I'll check. I just need a quiet place to read. You can find me at the morgue.
Sounds good.
All right.
Give me some whiskey.
In the meantime, can I have some of that?
Like,
Yes,
he just pulls out some whiskey, pours it in the coffee, and then hands it.
I'm like, yeah, hell yeah. It's like, yes. It has been a
Oh, yeah,
stressful
no, I'll pass
couple
it
of
over to
days.
you.
Yeah.
Here's what I imagine you do. You take the old coffee.
Yep.
You pour the coffee out entirely. You just pour the whiskey back in the cup and then close the cup.
Yep.
So you just have a cup of whiskey with a coffee lid.
Yeah.
Iconic. If this ain't, sharks are not, like you said, sharks are not intentionally malicious typically, which to me indicates that there's some sort of human isn't the right word, but intentional element to what's going on. You seem like someone who knows how to dig up a conspiracy.
Oh, I've done it before. I can do it again.
So maybe you and I split up. One of us goes with Egghead, one of us goes Boy Scout. And then once we have enough information, we go hunting.
Sounds like a plan.
Why don't you come with me? Because I at least know that you can read.
All right.
Quilty here is very good at reading.
Let's not spread lies now.
I read that whole book, that monster. It was the monster telling the story the whole time.
I have read Where the Wild Things Are, and it is one of my favorite books. And that's probably it in terms of literature. Don't worry about it.
Famously queer author.
No.
Yeah, I want to see when that book was published.
Oh God! Please tell me it was published.
In this reality, it was. I didn't want to know.
I think it was the 70s.
I think it was.
That's why I chose it.
Yeah,
I was
Marie
like, this is
Sendak, it
old.
feels like. Yeah, let's see
Yeah.
here.
It's definitely not a new book.
1963. So that
Yeah.
falls really well.
Oh, yeah.
I was just curious. I wasn't trying to say it to correct you, because I was like, no, I'm curious about that.
Yeah, because
I think the one I referenced was definitely not in the 70s. So.
All right.
I think Monster in this book was probably 80s, but
So, yeah, we'll meet back up at the morgue once we've done some investigating.
all right. Who wants to go first?
Why don't y'all go first? And I'm going to hit the head.
Perfect. All right. We'll probably take a break in about a half hour.
I think so. My thought is, My thought is I help you out on some kind of investigative mystery role, and that, like, what sort of creature is it? Is a good question, maybe. What can hurt it might be a good question. But I want to save some of those for you. So, like, maybe what can it do? As one of the questions so, like, my thought is we dig into, like, connections between the victims, connections between, like, actual politics in the town, see if, because obviously the mayor wants to keep the beaches open for some reason, which to me indicates that someone who maybe wants to take the mayor's place is perhaps causing the shark attacks through some magic that's going to get out of their control or something, and then that will cause the mayor to get shunted out of office so they can step in. But then we need to figure out, like, who's working with the mayor to keep the beaches open, and who is trying to get us. Like, we have to figure out motives and stuff like that.
I think we'll do. What sort of creature is it? We'll leave what can hurt it to y'all. And then we can kind of go in, like, what is being concealed here? Maybe, like, just trying to see what the motives are around town. And I've seen a cryptid before. Like, I've experienced it before, so I'm kind of fully believing this might be.
Yeah.
So I want to kind of see if there's any town... Actually, I want to go to the town library and see if there's any town lore on previous cryptid sightings.
Yeah, smart.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
So...
Let's do that. Let's go to the library. So you go to the library, and at the library there's books about stuff. So you're going to look through the books for town lore. Let's go ahead and investigate a mystery, and I might actually give you answers, not just, instead of having you do the questions, I might just tell you what you find.
Okay.
I'm gonna help you out.
Okay.
So you get a +1. So there you go.
Yeah, I'm realizing that one of the things that I talked about even on the advice show here is that Monster of the Week and most Apocalypse games are really great for the very specific genre they're doing. But if you're doing anything outside that genre, you have to kind of fudge it a little bit. And I'm realizing that, like, investigating things that aren't specifically a monster, there's no actual roles for those things. So I'm just letting actual roles apply to other things.
Yeah, it's kind of what you have to do.
Yeah.
So I got a 7. So
Okay.
I'm just trying to see if I can find any previous town, like, myths or legends that they might have about something like the similar.
Sure.
You got an 8, but it's the same
it 8?
level. Well, it's because I give you a +1.
Oh, I forgot
but
about that.
it doesn't matter because
Yeah.
a 7 and 9 is the same thing.
I just forgot you gave me a
No,
+1.
it's okay.
And you rolled so well for it.
I'm rolling well now so that I roll badly and then dramatically die at the end. Like, that's what's gonna happen, and I accept that.
You discover with the 1, I will say that about a generation ago, there was a bad shark attack. This one was it was a tiger shark. It was not like any sort of supernatural thing, but you do know that the town had a bad reputation for a couple of years because of it. People didn't want to swim there because they were afraid of sharks. You also know from this, what you've learned is that the Gary family at the time bought up a lot of property that was starting to go derelict, and it's kind of like how you hear stories about people during the Depression who, like, didn't call the rents due so people wouldn't lose their homes. Like, people who had a little more money helped keep others above water. Basically what happened was the Gary family, I guess it would have been the Gary family. It would have been, because I had her being single, you gave her a husband, so it's her maiden name family. So we'll say they are you know what? Why not? They're the Spielberg family. The Spielberg family basically took care of a lot of people during that time, and they basically bought up a lot of property that was going to go under and go to instead of going to the bank, they bought it up. They basically charged people pennies on the dollar for their rent until the town kind of recovered again. And so now this family happens to own a lot of property on the island, and that Alexis Gary is the heir to that. But that was kind of a thing that happened in the history of a town. So they were like benevolent benefactors for the town that then over time, once people had money again, like the family was already fairly well off. It was good for them to have his property. But a lot of the like businesses in town, like this family is the landlord for that business. And I think most people like don't know that their school teacher is the heir to like this level of property, but that's a big part of it.
Oh, was the heir.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Also, this is so dumb, but you could say they kept the town afloat.
Oh,
Yeah,
where's Jason?
boy.
Where's
Take
Jason?
negative 1 going forward. No.
No,
No,
the rest of the game.
I'll give you +1 forward because I do love a good pun, and Thatchet knows it's about me. He knows that I
Who
love a good pun.
inherits after her?
Probably her
Nobody?
husband.
Technically her husband, but she already had inherited it, so she had the money and like it was like there, but it's gone. It's like now actually. Yeah, I'll say actually it goes into a trust. It goes into a town trust. So the husband does not get it either. It goes into a trust for the town.
Okay.
Interesting. And was there anything about Marty's family, the boyfriend?
Marty's family, because Marty's not actually from this town. Marty was a summer boy, and so there's not really anything about him at all there.
Got it.
Yeah, except for like maybe like a recent newspaper article about Marty and Bobby winning a regatta race or something like that. But yeah,
God damn it.
and I'll
He
say
looked
that
so cute.
Bobby looks really good in the photos, and yeah,
Sure you
Marty was very
did.
cute too. Yeah.
So I found some things that might. You were thinking that someone might be pulling the mayor's strings or messing with the mayor a little bit, right?
Something along those lines.
Well, there was a tiger shark attack here about a generation or so ago.
Oh.
Did give the town a bad reputation for a bit.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And I did find that the Spielberg family owns a lot of the land around here.
Can't believe we did that. All right.
Could someone be trying to maybe get that land? Maybe using another shark attack to get some bad reputation, buy up all the land. Could be what the mayor. It goes because all the money goes into a trust for the town. It doesn't go to a person, so it doesn't go to Mr. Gary.
Interesting. You went a different direction than I was thinking. I was thinking that someone was trying to get the land. Someone's trying to get the land or give the town a bad rep or something.
I think they're trying to get it down a bad rep, devalue the land so that they can buy the land out. Right.
This is why I don't go into real estate. All right.
I don't much care for it. I'd rather just stay with my parks and my animals.
There's some kind of human element here.
Yeah.
There's something is either brought something in or becoming something.
Maybe the bank would know more about the trust. See how that works. Maybe we can go talk to them.
Yeah, sounds like a good idea.
Okay. While you're heading to the bank, we'll cut over to you guys at the morgue.
Mm-hmm. So I've got books kind of spread out on the tables that aren't being used with the bodies.
Yeah.
Are you cool with boyfriend?
I was gonna ask the same question.
Are you okay? Like, what's the vibe?
This is like I'm looking at like how you've spread out your books and everything, and I'm looking at like on one table is my deceased boyfriend, the absolute
Some
love
of
of this
Some of
month.
them.
Rude. And then on the other table is my kindergarten teacher.
Again, some of her.
Oh my god. And it's like
Hashtag summer body.
I can see why I can
You already have my +1 forward.
I know. That was just for me.
I can see why my Auntie Fee hates you.
Look, I need to have all the information out in front of me so I don't miss anything. If this is too uncomfortable, you can wait in the lobby or go get us lunch. If you're hungry, I'm starving.
Tell you what. I'm gonna go to the lobby.
Great. Actually,
You can use that incentive of being hungry to go faster.
perfect. Here, take this. I hand you a book. Wait, no, not that book. That book. See if there's anything in there that looks interesting that might be connected. You're a smart kid.
I mean, I was the salutatorian at my school, but I
Ah,
don't think that says much yet.
well, how big was the class?
25.
Here's a book. Yeah, so I'm gonna just kind of leave you to your thing and start looking like kind of doing the measuring the jaw radius and then looking at the bite marks, and I have a couple books open. one that I almost handed to him that I didn't actually give him was the little more spooky book. Then I'm like, let's go ahead and open that up and see like cross-reference shark with spooky and find out where those
Sure.
where that Venn diagram meets.
Yeah. That makes sense. Go ahead and make for me a investigate a mystery question.
Great. And I'm gonna take that +1 forward.
That makes sense. Unless you have any moves as an expert. That you
Well, I do have part of my lore, my library. My Haven has a lore library, so
Okay.
I guess I already have a +1 to that, so that's
Cool.
fine. So I'll hold on to that.
You can take up to. Oh, I forget exactly. Anyway, I was just wondering because, like, I think +1s do stack, but only up to a point in this game.
Yeah. Okay, then I'll take the +2. The way I've been rolling, I'm gonna need it. That's better. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
11. Excellent. So let's get mystery. So you get to hold 2, and you can also you can use this to ask these questions if you would like.
Lovely. Let's go with what sort of creature is it first. Like, let's.
Yeah. I think that you notice that the bite marks on both victims feel much more targeted than a regular shark attack would be. A regular shark would definitely kind of attack indiscriminately of like what's the first available part on a body to bite. This feels like something was intelligent enough to target like a weak spot, like a belly or like legs and things like that, like to get people from moving away.
Mhm.
So you definitely understand that this is some sort of intelligent shark-like creature, but you don't know exactly what kind yet.
Okay.
But you can definitely determine that it is smart.
Yes.
That's the answer to that question. Smart creature.
Let's go with what can hurt it.
What can hurt it? You imagine, based on the results, I think you find bits of, like, in the hands of the victims, you find just a little bit of, like shark flesh.
Mhm.
And so, like, from, like, someone struggling, like, grasping as it's being attacked. So you do know that the shark is not, like, impenetrable. There's not some sort of like diamond skin or something like that. So you think that mundane weapons will hurt it. As far as what could kill it, you don't know yet because it's not dead. But you definitely know that its exterior is penetrable by even like mundane things, including like nails and fingernails and stuff like that.
Okay, perfect. Cool. That's my 2 investigate a mystery roll, or my whole 2 for that.
But yeah, you definitely have confirmed what Ranger Brody said, which is that this felt like it was an intentional attack and not just a random attack.
Let's. Let's get weird with it. I have +1 weird. Let's go. I would like to flip that book up. Maybe use a little magic.
Okay.
And I want to try to observe another time or place. I want to try to see the attack through one of the body's eyes.
Oh, interesting.
That's sick as shit.
Interesting.
I love that I'm not here for that.
Yeah, describe me what it looks like when Hopper goes into this kind of trance.
So I'm literally I'm pulling the thing up out of the book, and I am placing my hand over what is left of their face.
Which one are you doing?
I'm going to do the school teacher.
Okay.
Because it was daylight when they were attacked, so I get a better view of what might have hit
Yeah.
them.
He also wasn't drunk.
That too.
Yeah, that is 100%. It's a good call because I was gonna say that
Like the drunk
Marty was
passed out
definitely passed
person.
out. So
Yeah.
Marty would have seen like the sky up on him. So yeah,
Useless.
and I didn't want to waste your move. That's
I
why was
appreciate.
like, yeah,
But yeah,
I would have given you something. I wouldn't have stolen it from you.
Oh, for
but
sure.
yeah.
So let's do the school teacher. And yeah, so it's put my hand over their face, and then I put the book down and put the other hand out, and like I kind of almost project the images and kind of not let anyone else see it, but I can kind of see it that way, and kind of get lost in it a little bit and see what.
Yeah, so this
Let's see what we
is
do.
a magical roll. So this is a use magic roll.
Yes.
And I think this might even be big magic, but I'm not sure. No, I'll say it's regular use magic.
Okay.
This feels well in line with abilities you have in your playbook, right?
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll plus weird.
And I do have a +1 to it because one of the other Haven things was Mystical Library.
Great.
So let's... Oh my god.
Why
That's
are
another
your dice-
experience. They're all bad.
Why are your dice like this?
I don't know.
Okay.
Has Clara been in here recently?
I don't know. Storg was here the other day, I think.
Oh, yeah. That was a 4
a
total.
4. Okay.
Total?
I rolled a 1 and a 2,
Oh
baby.
my God.
Here's what's gonna happen. On a
I thought it's 5.
5. Oh, well then never mind.
But yeah.
No. Here's what's gonna happen. On a 5, you do get this vision through Alice Gary's
Do you
eye.
want to spend a luck?
Oh, I forgot that luck
We have
exists.
Oh yeah, you can spend
Oh my God,
2
I
luck.
forgot
You
about
get
luck.
7. So
Yeah, let's spend 2 luck.
okay,
Let's go.
all right. So I'm still gonna, yeah, this actually is great. This actually works better with what I was going to have happen. So you do get a vision of Alice Gary. And the thing is, like, you see her out, you see through her eyes, she's out in the water, she's having a pretty good time swimming. And the thing that's really significant for this vision is that there is no image of like a shark on the horizon, like that approaches with like a fin or anything like that. It's almost like suddenly out of nowhere a shark was there.
Oh.
But it does look like a shark to you. Like it doesn't look like a different type of monster. It looks like a kind of like a great white shark. And it bites. And I'm going to say the glitch that you get because of your 7 on this is that you actually take 1 harm and you are broken from the trance now. You actually take 1 harm as you feel what feels like, because of the connection you're having with her. You take 1 harm as you feel a shark biting into you. And in fact, when you come out of this trance, you can see like the faint outline of like a shark bite mark in your
I
own
love that.
chest.
Yes, I love that.
Oh, God.
We'd love to see it.
All right. Pooja, what is Bobby doing while Hopper is being bit by a phantom shark in the phantom zone?
I'll, like, take a little time, like, calm down, whatever, get a snack from the vending machine.
Yeah. I want you to stay hungry. I'm going to get food. But yeah.
I mean,
Just out of spite.
Yeah.
yes.
I like to imagine that when you said you were hungry, we saw Deputy Chris Michaels walking in carrying a bag of food, and then he heard you say you should stay hungry, and then he backed out of the room and left you alone.
Oh, okay. So I have a full lunch. It's great.
Okay,
Thanks,
great.
Chris.
You're welcome. I just
This
thought you
is
might be
from
hungry.
today, right?
What's that?
This is from today, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Like sniffs it.
It's fine. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna take a second to really appreciate the pettiness, and then I'm gonna actually read the book because I do want to know what the fuck killed my boyfriend.
Yeah.
So flip through, like, just trying to. Hopefully, this one has pictures. Maybe I will regret that hope, but
Yeah, I'm not going to make you roll for this one because this is a shark book. So I think it basically is the shark book that's in Jaws, where it has the animation, the illustration of the shark biting through the boat and stuff like that. So you find this like great white shark, and you find that it like can eat through boats, whatever, and that they can be up to, I think, 3 feet of water. So it does feel like it does feel possible that a shark got through there. But yeah.
I didn't know anything about sharks. Like, I knew about fish, and, like, sharks exist as a creature. But, like, this is fucking weird.
Yeah.
And it's fine. I've got my harpoon. I've got my gun. I've got my knife. I am going to take this thing out.
Nice.
It is not going to get away from me.
Excellent.
As
So-
I chomp into the sandwich.
Yeah. You're like, I have jaws too. You bite into the.
Yes, exactly. It's like, we'll see who has the bigger bite.
Yeah, I love that. So let's say that the 4 of you reconvene, and we cut to the 4 of you on a boat, like a fishing boat, or your boat actually.
It's a fishing boat. It's like armored.
Yeah, and you're not out at sea per se. You're kind of like along this beach. You're trying to investigate this area. on the beach. This is kind of like the moment in Jaws when Brody and Hooper are just like looking for stuff at night, and they like that's what's happening right now. So you're doing that, and what are you all doing?
Well, important question. What's the name of the boat?
The Maisie Lane.
Nice. Maisie Lane.
Oh, all right. What are we doing? That's a great question.
I've got my flashlight. I'm like looking out in the water as much as possible.
I think it makes sense that Fee would have just stationed me up next to one of the big spotlights. And
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
For sure.
Does your sniper rifle got a? Can you use the scope on that?
Oh, for sure.
Does it have night vision on it? In the 70s?
No, but I have like a little light.
Okay, and it is a
Little
spotlight,
light.
so if you're looking into the spotlight too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like on top of like the space over the place where you drive the boat. I don't know boat parts. And I'm just like on top of it like this.
We don't have to worry about it because Papa drives the boat. All right, I'm sorry.
I go up to you and I'm like, so what did you find? What can hurt it?
Well, most mundane weapons seem to be doing the job. I can't quite explain how, but I saw that people were able to fight it off with their bare hands and do something to it. Obviously, unfortunately, not enough, but that's something. We know it doesn't require anything special. It's just,
So guns should do the trick.
if you're a good shot,
Or a harpoon.
Did you see any like approaching or someone turn into it or out of it or anything like that?
no, it just appeared out of nowhere. I've never seen anything like it.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Alright.
what the fuck?
Maybe it's a ghost shark or they summon a shark or I don't know.
I do think someone wants that land, and can't quite prove it yet, but let's focus on the shark while we got time.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like in order to be able for a shark to just appear out of nowhere in like 4 feet of water, you need to set down some kind of magical doodad to get it to show up, whether it's like a ghost shark or a not shark or whatever,
I understand cryptids, I don't understand magic.
I mean, do I sound like I understand magic?
No.
Thanks, Egghead. No, I just don't just be on the lookout for a shark. Be on the lookout for anything that looks mystical or
Yeah.
like something you'd have in your bag. I don't know.
Speaking of, as we're talking, I'm kind of pulling things out of this crate that say, like, Miskatonic Hue, property Miskatonic Hue on it.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Also,
Pulling out my tracking equipment.
what kind of shark do you think?
You know, I was reading that book, and it says that great whites can hunt in as little as 3 feet of water.
Great white would be definitely out of the. This is not an area where the great white would be.
Which could lead further credence to our conspiracy here.
Exactly.
I mean,
Getting a
I feel like
shark.
if a shark can just appear out of anywhere, then
Yeah, great
it doesn't
sharks-
matter what kind it is.
Great white shark is pretty vicious, I guess. Like they're pretty big and
They're big, but they're not like aggressive usually.
yeah. I mean, most sharks in general aren't that aggressive.
Right.
So I think it's more the fact that it was big and flashy that may have drawn whoever.
Well, we did find some news about a tiger shark attack about a generation ago that gave the town a bit of a bad reputation for a bit.
The main thing about that was Spielberg family used that or they bought up all the land, but then
They used it to help the
used
town.
it to help the town. And now we feel like this is happening because someone wants to buy all that land up and do the same thing because the shark attacks devalued the land, so they were able to buy it for real cheap. And then
Well, is there anybody new to the town?
Well, how new's the mayor? How long? I mean, I'm the newest person here, but
yeah,
I'm in a
I would
motel.
probably know because I'm the local that's been here the longest.
The mayor's been here probably as long as you. Like, mayor family's from here. Mayor Hamilton. Yeah, townie.
Yeah. Was there anyone who showed up who like moved in before just before the shark attacks happened? Because I probably would have, if it was a generation ago, I would have been like on the beaches at that time.
Yeah, I think that's a fair question. I think that if you're from a generation ago, yeah, you would have been here, and I would say that no one really knew. And this actually was a real shark. This was not a cryptid. This was not
Yeah.
a monster shark. This was a tiger shark, and it was caught. And it seemed to once the shark was caught, the problem went away.
Yep.
And they even someone gave it an autopsy, and they found the parts of some of the people that had been attacked. So it feels like that was an honest, genuine shark attack, and it just unfortunately put a stain on the town's reputation for a little while, it being not safe. But then after a few years, once people kind of forgot about that, moved on, and the beaches kind of became popular again. And as people want to do, there's actually a pretty cheap place you can go to the beach right now because no one else was going there, so people were selling stuff for cheap. But eventually the town did recover, and yeah, but that doesn't feel like there was any particular new people then. It was just shark attack. Yep.
Is there any new people other than this one recently?
Who might have money?
There's not any new people who live here, but you definitely notice that among the summer people who come, that maybe there's a few more suits than you normally see, because most people who are summer people who come to town and people who arrive on the ferry tend to be people who are wearing flip-flops and shorts and big floppy stupid hats. And
There's been some business people.
People showing up in suits, people who are showing up with that kind of thing. Some nicer cars coming across too.
Interesting.
And so who have they been meeting with?
I'm wondering if the mayor has had people breathing down his neck about something or other. And maybe he's hoping to score big through these shark attacks and by...
Build up the land, maybe add some more
Listen,
hotels.
I want to make sure that everything is fact-checked and such, but it'd be real fucking convenient for this mayor bastard to be the bad guy. It'd be so nice.
Well, let's
just
focus on
sucks.
finding the shark so we can prove that something is out there.
I'm working on it. I think my equipment is just about ready. Do I see anything?
Roll a, I guess, read a bad situation, I guess, or
Okay.
a mystery, either two. Yeah.
Since I'm using the equipment in place of a monster sling weapon, is there any bonus, or is it just a flat roll? Just I can do it because I have the equipment.
I can also try to give you help because you're on my boat and I can just shout at you or something.
Yeah.
I'm good at giving help.
Yeah. Go ahead and make either one. If are you looking for physical items? Or are you looking for a creature? What are you looking for?
I'm looking for
Are you using sonar?
yeah, basically.
Okay.
How's that help looking?
+1.
I'll take it.
Yeah, +1.
That is 6, 7, 8, 9. So 7 to 9.
Okay. With a 9, I'm gonna say. Let's have you hold one for now.
Yeah.
Because you don't find anything right now, and I don't want you to waste your rolls. So yeah, you get to hold one. So
Okay, perfect.
At that point, you get to. As you're looking for this, there's nothing in the water right now, and you get a call on the radio while whoever's piloting the ship right now.
So I mean, I might be by the radio.
Yeah. By the
You're
radio.
probably by the radio because I'm with my gun. Look,
Oh yeah, then I'm probably driving the boat.
So by the radio, you go. You hear squawking through. Deputy Michaels to Ranger Brody.
What's going on? Over.
My name's Chris.
I know, Chris. I know it's you. Over.
Okay. Ranger, there's been another murder or another death.
Where?
That's the thing. It happened on land. That's where we'll cut for a break if we want to take a break. If we want to take a break, go ahead. I need the restroom, so we'll at least do that. But if we want to keep going, the boat has been docked again, and you are on land, and you find that the crime scene is already being kind of roped off. It is on one of the pathways that kind of follows along the beach. It is closer to, it's on the other side of the lake this time. It's kind of closer to the town proper. And it's a little walkway. And as you approach, you see the same kind of gore and blood that you saw on the shark attack victims. So there is a person who has been in some way like bitten and devoured in some piece, but it is a body that was riding a bicycle along a path that would have gone over the bridge, over the lake, but was snatched off of this bicycle. And as you investigate, it is the body of town council member
Peter
Peter
Shaw.
Shaw. My only friend.
This
What are we,
now
chopped
I'm
liver?
fully on board with the conspiracy. Like, also,
In power.
is this technically on land?
It is very
Something
much on-
jump over. Well, you
Is
said
it
it was
free
over
will?
the bridge.
Was it
Yeah,
near
it
the
was-
lake? Like
Yeah,
over
it
the
was-
lake?
It is
was-
not near enough the lake
Okay.
that something could. It's not Deep Blue Sea style where he gave a big speech for how they're going to survive and then a shark fell on him.
Okay.
It does feel like it happened. Like something could have come out of the lake and done it, but it still would have had to have walked on land or moved on land in some
Okay.
way.
So now
Yes,
full Free Willy
good
moment.
question. Right. Yes.
Okay.
That would have been also great. And if I could rewrite it and have that have happened, yeah.
All right. So it's
Oh no, this is about a fucking conspiracy now.
well, I did suggest as much, but let's.
Can we? I don't know if we need to do a roll for this or something. Signs of magical anything. Signs of any sort of paranormal, supernatural bullshit, like in the area. Are there weird marks of like a circle? Is there a weird talisman? Is there this? Is there that? Yeah.
Okay. Let's do an investigative mystery, but instead of your sharp, I'm going to have you roll your weird.
Neither of one.
Unless you have a move as a professional. That
I
you
have a when you read a bad situation, you may roll cool instead of sharp.
Okay, you can do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll let you use anything in your playbook. Yeah.
Okay. I will roll with cool. 10.
Nice.
All right. Yeah. With a 10, I will say that you do not see. I'll let you keep with a 10.
Okay.
You get to hold 3 on bad situations. So,
Oh yay.
yeah. So I will say that the answer to your question is no. You don't find anything.
Okay.
So I will let you hold 3 moving forward.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
No mystical elements.
Yeah.
This is.
Can I use my one hold for my investigative mystery from the boat?
Mhm.
Where did it go?
Oh yes, it went back into the water. I think it looks like you can see what looks like at first like footprints, and then you kind of see like the footprints kind of vanish as something seems to have jumped into the water.
Okay.
Mm.
And I don't suppose I can reverse engineer that to where did it come from? Where did it go?
Go.
Where did it come from? Cotton Eye
Cotton Eye
Joe.
No.
Wasn't for this murder, Peter Shaw would have been married a long time ago. But yeah, it looks like kind of the same place. Looks like something came out of the water, or actually, no, it doesn't look like something came. It looks like something came. Like you see footprints like in the dirt path that lead like along this bike path, and then you see this attack happen, and then you see footprints going into the water. So it does not seem like something came out of the water. It seems like something attacked it from the land and then went to the water.
Were the footsteps coming from the town proper area or the touristy area?
Sounds like they were coming from the town. Looks like they were coming from the town proper. It looks like something followed Councilman Shaw here, attacked him, and then jumped in the water as a getaway.
Interesting. Okay.
Where shark?
Yeah, where shark?
In the water.
Boo. Boo.
Oh my god. Where
Everyone
shark?
who booed me takes -1 forward.
Where shark?
Worth it.
Where shark just had water.
Oh,
I
not
haven't
where
used my
shark
plus
just
one
had
forward yet.
water.
Either. I should use that.
But yeah, I will let you have that. It seems like you're dealing with some sort of were shark.
Okay.
So, it sounds like the reason why Alice Gary did not see someone arrive is because up until Alexis Gary was murdered, there was just a person in the water, and then suddenly it became a shark and attacked her.
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so
So there's a person hunting.
It's a person.
it's a person hunting, and we now have 2 relatively powerful figures that have been murdered, and then one little.
So what
Instead
happened
of
with
the-
Marty?
Who's he related to? Does he come from money?
Well, you know, he's a summer boy. He just
Yeah, but does he come from money?
I mean,
Who are
yeah.
his parents?
yeah.
I mean, his parents do.
Do they work in real estate, land development?
Do they work
hotels?
in land development in New York City?
No,
Hotels?
you know that about them. They don't.
Okay.
I mean, not to be crude, but he may have just been.
Wrong place, wrong time.
I mean,
I was going to say lunch, but yes.
You're still hungry, aren't you?
I haven't eaten.
I
Chris,
shouldn't.
get him some food.
Yeah, we shouldn't have eaten. No, none of us should have eaten so that we can make better food puns. Um,
I could go for
I'm
another
going
meal.
to say I'm going to do one of my read about situation questions right
Okay.
now. What's the best way to protect the victims? As in, does it seem like I think I'm trying to use this to see if there is a connection between the two victims and Marty. What is it? And if there's not, is it as obvious as don't piss off the mayor?
I will help you out.
Oh, I already.
Oh, you already rolled, right?
Yeah, because I have
Forgot.
3. Yeah.
I hate to do this cop-out feeling answer here,
Mhm.
but I do think the answer is the best way to protect the victims is to defeat the were-shark. Like, I think
Well, yeah.
that, like, I don't think there's, like, a stronger answer for that right now.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you want, like, a
Well,
tissue
like-
or something?
No.
Okay. All right.
Okay, I'm gonna investigate the. I want to kind of look at the body and see if there's any signs of like, because it got attacked on land, and it's like, are there any signs of potential human DNA? Like, I want to kind of look for something like that.
Sure. I don't know how much DNA evidence is being used in the 70s,
That's
but
true.
Yeah,
I will
but
still let you
what
investigate
if-
the body.
If Peter got a swipe in or something,
Yeah.
if he was able to get like
Like, if there's something under the
Yeah,
nails.
I'm gonna let you investigate. So go
Yeah.
ahead and do an investigative mystery. We'll see. Unless you have any character things you would use instead.
For this. No. Well. Oof. That's a 6.
It's a 6.
is this something where I could like
Oh wait, I have
retro
+1 forward. That's a 7.
Okay. With a 7, for now, I'll say holds 1. But I will say that what you find, you do by searching the body, because I don't think there's anything here that you could ask these questions for.
Okay.
So I would say that, you know what, I guess maybe the question could be what is being concealed here. It does feel like this body wasn't just attacked, but that it was also searched before it was attacked, or
okay.
something along those lines.
Oh.
So it feels like the attack might have been a cover-up of something else.
Okay, so this looks like the body was searched by someone before being attacked,
So
or like
So
while being attacked.
something was probably either was taken or wasn't found.
Yeah.
and if it wasn't found, they either would have gone to his office or his house.
Well, y'all know more about this town than I do.
I probably know where he lives.
We definitely know
You
where
definitely
he
know
lives.
it was-
Okay. Can we go to
this
where
is
he
not a
lives?
town where no one knows where someone
Can we
lives.
go to
Yeah.
where he lives?
Yeah, you absolutely can.
Maybe some of us go to where he lives.
Well, he lived.
Okay. Someone we either go to his house or we go to his office in the city hall or whatever. If he has an office in city hall.
I don't
I'm
think he
down for-
does. This is not the kind of town that everyone
Okay.
gets their own office. There's-
Okay.
There's a chamber, but yeah, I think.
Let's go to his house.
Yeah.
We can say he has a home office.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
makes more sense.
Mhm.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, this is the kind of thing where if you're in a town council, you might show up to the council once every 2 weeks or so. Like that is not like it is not a full time job in town council. It is like a
Mhm.
thing you do in addition to whatever actual job you have.
For sure.
Yeah.
It's great.
All right, let's head to his house and I guess have Dr. J tell us more when he knows more after that autopsy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll say he runs like a bait shop or something as his actual job. But yeah,
Love that.
yeah, just like a typical towny Oceanside thing.
Well, we'll start with his home and then we can go to his bait shop.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think his home is the best bet. So I think like we just said, there's probably a home office there. So you go there, and he is a single man, so he does not have somebody waiting at home that you have to break any terrible, horrible news to.
Okay.
And you go to the house, and you are able to get in. You know, he probably had keys on him or something, and
Kick the door down.
yeah, you go inside, and
It's a small town. Who locks their doors? It's the 70s.
You know, that's true.
it's true. It's a small town in the 70s in an area where people were like, our town means friendship. So you open the door, and it does look like it's been ransacked. It looks like somebody has been searching for something here. There are papers strewn about, and that, but it looks like whoever was looking for something did not find what they were looking for.
Okay.
Hmm.
I want to go look for his home office and look at notes
Okay.
that he may have had about other council members or the mayor potentially.
Sure. Yeah. Let's go another investigative mystery. And
I will help you search.
do you still have
that.
your hold from your plus?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I didn't use it, so I'll use that
Okay.
right now.
What question do you want to ask? And if you want to do something that's not exactly on this list but close enough, you can do that.
Yeah, because I want to specifically, I guess what is being concealed here, I specifically want to go through notes and correspondence he may have had with other council members and other...
Sure. It looks
mayor.
like there has been a series of letters back and forth. That these are ones that would also be an official public record. These are not like secret correspondences. So these are actual like communications as the council. And it appears that there has been interest from a group called the Universal Realty Company, and they want to buy up part of the town property, especially where like the touristy rental stuff is, and even some of the residential areas as well. And they had this plan to build a modern, like all-inclusive, like cool resort hotel. And it would take like right now in this town, all the touristy stuff are these disparate like people who own rental properties, people who own these little like beach motels. This is somebody who wants to like take a bunch of land and build a really big, like expensive corporate hotel.
I also see what you've done there with the name.
I don't know what I'm talking about. I didn't do it.
Okay, so it is. So I kind of come back out with the notes. I don't know what y'all have been, but I relay like they're trying to get the land.
Oh, that's the suits.
It's a Universal Realty Property Company.
URC? You okay.
Well, this would explain why the mayor didn't want to
Yeah.
close the beaches.
The signs are pointing towards the mayor more and more.
Now the question is the mayor the wereshark?
Or is the mayor just paying the wereshark?
Or is the mayor getting paid by the wereshark?
Leaving us with even more questions, to be honest.
Well, you know what? You can answer them at the other end of my harpoon.
Okay. Yeah, you know
I
what?
don't think threatening the mayor is the way to go on this.
I don't think so either.
Have you met this mayor?
Actually, threatening the mayor may be exactly the way to go on this.
What are you thinking over there?
He's thinking I'm right.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. But I would think if the point of the attacks is to take out the enemies of the mayor, or take out the enemies who may be putting a stop to this conspiracy, this business deal.
Mm-hmm.
You've been a pretty loud, squeaky wheel there, Ranger.
So I'm not. Instead of threatening the mayor,
You just make a little really loud ruckus, and then
I become bait.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Not a bad idea.
I like my plan better. That way none of
You'll
us has
still-
to be bait.
Darling, you'll still get to shoot a wereshark. Like,
It's not
either
just
way.
any wereshark.
I know.
You'll get to shoot the wereshark.
You'll get your revenge.
It's just
But I think
a
if
few more
we
steps.
threaten the mayor outright, we look bad. We need him to come to us.
Mm-hmm.
Fine. I'm not gonna pretend to be the smartest one in this room.
I'm not.
Get used to it, honey.
I mean, it's fine. I don't need to be smart.
See? You know? There we go. We all got our strengths and weaknesses.
All right, so I go to the liquor cabinet. Yes, and I'm like,
He's
all right.
not drinking it.
So what's
You
our
know,
plan?
I think I will. I will
I hand you
accompany
a- I hand you a cup.
I'm like,
And it's
give me
like-
that one.
Here's what I'm
cheers,
picturing. I'm
Like
picturing
Marty was the smart one.
I'm picturing a pint glass and a bottle of wine.
Yes.
Or an entire. Yep.
And then I
That
hand you
seems
whatever you
tempt
have.
me.
Like,
Yeah.
Tempt me.
That needs to. Oh, okay.
It was so good.
I was like, oh, he's really. Oh, that okay. And I was like, are they all they have? And he said they had 2 wine glasses. I was like, oh, go off. Like,
Yeah. It's such a good. I think we go out there. We will find ourselves a shark. Yeah.
okay.
Very gay.
yeah.
I have sent you previously the like rom-com.
Yes,
I'll
yes.
send it the rest of you in the chat. For those in the audience, there is a YouTube video called Must Love Jaws, and it is basically a re-editing of Jaws as a trailer to imply that Jaws is a whimsical rom-com between Brody and Hooper, which is it is.
Yeah.
But like yeah, it's very much like meet two misfits in a small town. You're like, yeah, it's very
Yeah.
good.
Please tell me Quint is also involved in that.
I don't know if he is in that one, but
No,
yeah,
that one is just
Dang.
the two
that
of
one's
them.
very Hooper and Brody. It's very Hooper and Brody forward. Yeah.
No, that's fair.
So I think what you need to do is, what's the one thing the mayor has asked you not to do?
Close the beach.
Yeah. So let's close the beach.
Well, I mean, you can close the beach. I have no power to close the beach.
No, you're helping though.
Well, I'm gonna go and look at some books, and now that we know what we're dealing with, we might be able to narrow that search a bit more.
That's fair. You can do that. You two, though, I'm gonna need some help closing this beach down.
Yep.
We're
Have
gonna
fun
need a
in
lot of
Alaska.
caution tape.
I think we have
Have
better
fun
than
swimming
caution
in the
tape.
ocean.
I think we have better than caution tape. Cause but we have all the people who were at the meeting. They're already rallied against the mayor.
Mm.
Oh, we can call on the townsfolks. I will leave that to y'all, though, because I know they don't seem
Yeah,
to care for
they
me
don't-
much yet.
Well, not yet.
Mm.
They will eventually once they get to know you.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news there, Ranger, but I think it has to be you if we're putting you up as bait.
Oh, I mean, I'm gonna be there to do the rallying cry and speech. I need them to get the people to me.
I see.
We can do that.
I need them to come listen to my speech.
I see.
Okay, sounds like that's the plan. So let's cut back to town hall, and there is a lot of outrage already because the town council member is dead and died on land, so something unusual is happening. People are pretty upset, and I will say that the mayor is not there.
Perfect.
Of course he ain't.
Well,
Well, I say we close the beach.
I say we close the beach as well. Everyone here in this room, you don't want more people to die, right?
No, we don't.
Then we
I don't like
need
the idea of that either. Yeah,
then
I'm
we need
against
to
it.
make a big stink for your mayor.
Hmm.
We need to make a big ruckus and shut that beach down.
And one of the other council members says, "Now, hang on a second. Look, I know something horrible is happening here, but I think it's a far stretch to just blame this on the mayor. We have no evidence that the mayor is involved in this."
I mean, it's certainly something political. I've got plenty of notes here from Councilman Shaw for the comms between him and the Universal Realty property. We've been trying to buy up land and start a resort here.
Yeah, this other council member, his name is actually their name is Lee Jeffries, and their councilperson Jeffries is like, we've all had communications with the Universal group. Doesn't mean we're actually gonna go forward with it. It just means that they reached out to us and asked about it. But
Yeah, but the mayor's protecting that bottom dollar a lot. And the last time a shark attack happened here, the town's value went down, and the Gary family or the Spielberg family was able to buy up all the land. What do you think is trying to happen here?
I think what you have here is a lot of speculation and a lot of look. It's all circumstance. You need some actual proof. You need some evidence.
Well, either way, we gotta close the beach, because, like, otherwise the beach isn't safe. Hell, land near the beach ain't safe.
We need to shut down basically everything past that lake.
We've already shut the beaches down for 24 hours. We've had 2 deaths, so I think we can cut it down for 1 more day. But you got to find some pretty solid proof if you want to accuse our mayor of murder.
Oh, I will continue to try and find some proof, but for right now, let's keep those beaches closed and let's keep that lake closed.
Fair enough. And
Brody's
it's,
got a good point.
yeah, the mob's like, yeah, we kind of agree with the ranger. Okay.
But I
Yeah,
also
right.
do think we should make some noise.
Yeah.
So anyone here who's unhappy with the situation, I'm not saying anything, but if you wanted to make some noise or cause some ruckus for that
I
mayor,
start passing out signs to people to go protest in front of the mayor's house.
Yeah, it's like very pointedly, like, Brody's got a point. Brody's right.
Yeah, very.
Listen to Brody.
Very, almost 2 on the nose.
Yeah. When you go to the mayor's house, it looks like the front door has been smashed open.
Oh no.
someone got in trouble because he closed the beach.
I'm going to. I
I'm
mean,
gonna go
we're-
first
Okay, you go first, but I'm coming in with you.
because I'm the official, I guess, in this situation. I'm like, I'll go first.
Yeah, no, you're right. I forget sometimes.
You're here under my, yeah.
Yep.
So I'm like, I go first to start investigating what might have happened here. I tell the crowd, like, I'm gonna go in, I'll check, just keep your signs, keep everything.
Yeah.
And so I go in to start investigating, and then I'll signal when I think it's clear for you to come in.
Okay.
All right. You go in. Let's go ahead and do a read a bad situation.
Alrighty.
Are you here? You.
I'm researching, baby.
Oh yeah. Well, so yeah, I'll come back to you in a moment.
That's
Sorry,
fine.
I
You're
forgot that
good.
you were with
No, you're
them.
good.
Oh, finally! Not a bad roll. So that's +2, so 13.
13.
Woo!
All right. So, you may ask me any question you want about the situation, not just the listed ones. And also, you get to hold 3, including that question.
All right. Trying to think if there's anything outside of, because I think these might do it. But hold 3.
I'm gonna retcon and say I went with you.
Oh, I forgot I still have hold 2.
I might be
for read
petty,
a
but I
bad
also feel
bitch.
guilty.
Oh yeah. So yeah.
Oh, I forgot that also when you act on the answers given for read a bad situation, you get +1.
Oh, I forgot that too. So thank you for reminding me of that.
Okay. I guess in this case, I am thinking something bad has happened here. So, like, obviously. So, I actually do, like, what's the best way to protect everyone out there? Because I've got a lot of people here now who might be panicking and freaking out. So, I am now thinking about that.
I think the answer to that question is to make sure you keep yourself between, like, them and whatever else could be in here. Like, it's like you want to make sure you're blocking off hallways so something can't, like, run past you and go outside and do something. Yeah.
So I start basically doing that around the house. I start, like, every door I enter closes behind me kind of thing. Like,
Yeah, you're watching your backs.
Yeah.
Anything else that you want to ask with that 3, or do you want to do something else? If you want to think about it, I can cut over.
Let's do what's the biggest threat.
The biggest threat.
Thank you.
You find in the mayor's home office, you find a bunch of blood. Like, you find blood, like, it looks like something attacked something in this room, and it looks like, unfortunately, the biggest threat is the wereshark.
Yeah.
And it looks like there was a wereshark attack that happened in this room. And there's
Okay.
blood everywhere. With your 13, I'm also going to give you definitely find more paperwork that involve this Universal Realty Company. And you definitely find, like, official communications. You find, like, post-it notes. And you definitely do see some math that involves, like, the value of certain areas and stuff like that. So you definitely see that there is, like, some level of, like, math that's being done about how much property values could drop in the area if things continue to go in a negative way, or if a town shuts down the beaches and stuff like that.
So I want to cut to them, but there's 2 things in the room where I'm trying to collect all those notes, and I'm trying to look at, like, if I can figure out what went down in this attack.
Okay. It looks like...
Oh, I'm also going to radio to the deputies really fast of, like, hey, we need to seal this all off.
They're going to come up to help do that. And while you're doing that, so what went down, that's going to be kind of your other question. It sounds like you kind of see from, like, the way the room is disheveled that, like, there was maybe an argument that happened in here, and then a physical alteration that then turned into a, like, shark attack of some sort. And so, like, something happened that caused someone to shift into a shark and attack the other person, and that there's blood everywhere, and then the shark fled.
Okay. So, cool.
Does it
I'll once I've done all that and kind of checked that the house is clear, I'll, like, let you know and get you inside.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, are there any dangers we haven't noticed from my hold from before?
Currently, no. There are no dangers you haven't noticed.
Okay.
It looks like whatever happened here happened and has ended, and you've come upon it later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
let's cut over to Hopper
Yeah.
and to Bobby, who was with Hopper.
We're doing some research on this were shark business.
Yeah.
So
Not in the morgue this time.
fine. Where would you like to go? It's quiet.
The light.
Yeah,
I didn't think this island had a library.
I went to it earlier.
There's
Yeah.
there are libraries everywhere. Because
That's ominous.
but I also have
Always
keys to it because well, don't worry about it.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
You know, I just don't like to talk about that relationship. It's in
Yeah.
the past.
I was gonna say the library is always open for those who seek knowledge. Okay.
All right. Yeah, we'll go to the library.
Yeah.
And yeah, let's do I guess investigate a mystery.
Yeah, it's harder for you to focus because there's no dead bodies around, but
Right.
yeah.
I have to imagine dead bodies now instead of them being right there.
Yeah, let's do investigate a mystery.
We're gonna roll different dice this
Okay.
time.
Now, is there anything you want to? Do you have anything as a expert that lets you investigate specifically supernatural things? Because you are looking up were shark stuff.
I have my lore library and the mystic library. Nothing moves wise.
Okay, I don't know if you got like different questions or a different move. Okay,
Alas, alack.
okay. I would still let it flavor your investigation.
That is 9.
It is 9. Okay, you get to hold one, and you can ask that. You can answer one of those questions that's on that chart.
Okay. Dice. These dice are rough, man.
I will also say that knowing more information now means you can ask questions you asked earlier and get new information.
Okay, well, yeah, that's kind of like what can hurt it?
Knowing that it is a were creature, you know that silver, especially, is something they are weak to. So,
Great.
just like werewolves are silver bullets, a were shark probably has the same thing.
Love that.
So silver is super effective.
Hmm. Do you know where we can get more silver?
I mean, there's a jewelry shop, like a pawn shop. And so there's the jewelry shop. I don't know if they use real silver or nickel, but the pawn shop might have something. And then I mean, is any money actually made of silver?
You've definitely heard me talk about like stocking up for like monster wares, like mumbling under my breath.
And you know what our most reliable source will be? Anti-fee.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant Chris Michaels nipping down.
Turns out he has a huge silver collection.
Yeah. He's actually loaded
Yeah.
and he's rich, and he has like actual silverware.
No, you just
yeah.
came to second place a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anti-fee has a bunch of stuff that would like specialty items that kill monsters.
Yeah.
Which honestly, I always thought was just her being a little.
Well, I mean, she's a little.
But since I've now found out that were sharks are a real thing,
Yeah, she may have the stuff we need. Silver. We want silver. Lots of silver. Maybe we should also go back to that Kelsmeyer's house. He might have more silver as well. At this point, the more silver we can have, the better.
true, but it does kind of feel weird to rob that dude to. Let's try Anti-Fee first.
Sure.
Look, just let me do the talk.
She wouldn't listen to me anyway.
We'll say that you reconvene outside the mayor's house because you knew they were going there afterwards. You knew they were going with the intent of taking people there. As you arrive, that's basically where we're at right now, is that Ranger Brody has been investigating the house and found this horrible scene here. It has radioed to the deputy rangers. And Fee, you haven't done much in a little bit, so what would you like to be doing?
I was outside the house making sure that everything, but I think if you guys come up and are like, hey, we need silver, I'm gonna, listen, I've been stocking up for a while. You remember my husband, my one and only?
No, you mean
You were married?
Yeah, when I was like 22. It was probably gonna
She was married to a man named Bruce that you didn't see very often. It felt like you never really saw him around when you wanted to.
Yeah, he was lost at sea.
Yeah.
No,
He was no
He-
good.
he
He never worked.
It was never functional.
He was always out of work.
It was a dysfunctional relationship.
Listen, and I've since found my way and figured out I'm not as much into guys. Anyway, not relevant.
That's why Bruce wasn't functional.
Yes.
Bruce, you did not work well with Bruce. 'Cause, yeah.
Rip. Anyway, I've known about monsters existing for about since Bruce and I's tenuous marriage got a little rocky. I have a stock silver bullets and some silver tipped harpoons, I think, and they're probably only like 4 or 5. I haven't had really time to melt more silver
Wait,
down.
I'm sorry. Are you saying Uncle Bruce was a wereshark?
I'm not saying he wasn't.
Good. I hope you're going to be vague. Great. So if you've got weapons, get as much silver as we can get. Where is Ranger Brody?
In there.
Alone?
He hasn't started screaming for help, and I'm not allowed to go in until he gives me the say, or so, you know.
Hey,
Just hanging out in this house.
Are you alive, Boy Scout?
I open the door and I'm like, all right, it's safe for y'all to come in.
All right, I'm going. Yeah, I think
And I get my deputies to the.
once the deputies are here, I think we should
Yeah.
go to like my place and like silver stock up and everything, and then we go shark hunting.
Oh, what was the name of the dispatch lady? Millie?
Molly.
Molly, that's right. Molly actually radios and says, Ranger Brody, we got some weird calls coming in.
Weird how?
People said they
exactly?
saw a man shark walking into the ocean.
where?
Yeah, where?
No, a man shark.
Where on the ocean?
Just a little bit, kind of around the tip of the residential area.
Okay.
It's not far from where you guys are currently.
That's not far from us currently. Just we need more deputies at the mayor's house to investigate what happened
We're
here.
going. I'm going. I'm gonna.
And then I'm gonna head out with y'all.
Yeah.
I'll be the first responder.
How
on
far
that.
is her boat from where we are?
Probably not far, especially if we would have come immediately. I probably would have like, I probably would have. There's probably a dock near the residential areas or something.
There's probably one in between the residential and touristy area. That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I probably have at least some silver supplies on that boat, so we can get on my boat and just start and go over that since they're already in the water. Yeah.
Is there anything else? We're kind of moving into the hunting phase here. So is there anything else that you would take on the boat with you? This is sort of the moment in Jaws when they're loading up the orca to head out for the final hunt. So what kind of stuff do you want to have? I will let you each name one thing that you're bringing with you. So you've already established that you have silver harpoons. I feel like we've got that covered.
Yeah.
What else do we got? So you all have time to grab one thing, we'll say.
Silver bullets, maybe, just in case. Like, because harpoons for you, bullets.
I have a hunting rifle that I was thinking about bringing just in case.
Yeah, that's why I said like the
Yeah.
bullets hopefully can go into the different guns. Like I probably have different kinds of bullets.
I believe that.
Yeah.
Gotta be prepared.
You seem like the kind of person who learned how to make their own bullets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, 100%.
I think that
Joan Winchester
Like-
over here. Anyway.
so I was flipping through that book, and the book from Jaws. Then there was all that stuff on that page about like sharks can sense vibrations, da 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 da. And so I'm bringing like a boombox to
Okay.
pump like if we can confuse it with like different kinds of music.
I like that.
Or we could just scream, like we could just connect a microphone to it and just yell, "Hey, where sharks suck. Where sharks suck."
But like something that could like ping onto that extra sense that it has.
Do you got a cage for going underwater?
Also, I have a
That is one
denim
of the
jacket that
things
gives me
I have.
an armor.
So I could have. I selected 2 good things and 1 bad thing about my boat. The 2 good things, I technically selected sleeping space and armored, but I can remove sleeping space and select monster cage instead because that's applicable. And then the bad thing is old.
Going back to the bait plan with the harpoon, harpoons can fire underwater. A gun can't.
This is true.
Yeah, that's science.
That's science, baby.
Unless you're in a James Bond movie.
Q can do anything. The best part of James Bond is Q.
True.
Always.
So true. So yeah, I can have a monster cage. Let's go. Let's go. It's a cage. It's a person cage. We're gonna send you down to get eaten in the cage.
In my research, is there anything I would have seen that would stun the monster or distract the monster?
I don't know if this would have existed in the 70s, but I'm gonna say it does for the purposes of this. Something like a cattle prod, perhaps, like something like that. Yeah, like a little like a shock thing would probably.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, then I will use
Mostly electricity of some sort. Yeah.
I'll use one of my holds from the Man with the Plan, and I have that.
Okay, great. You have some sort of shock device. We'll say. Well, vaguely 70s applicable. Yeah. Somebody in the chat wants to tell me there's something in the 70s. Great. If not.
Which actually, I'm thinking about it. I should not be armed because if it sees me armed, that's bad. So y'all have to shoot it as it comes at me.
But you can have a gun underwater and it'll be like, haha, stupid, and then we're shooting harpoons at it from up above.
Great. All right, so we cut to the 4 of you who are out now adrift in the dark, dark ocean. You're far away from any visible sign of land, and you are searching for some sort of object or shark in the water. What you doing? How's that going?
I still have...
I mean, I do have my tracking equipment,
You do? You
so
absolutely
I'm gonna try to use that.
do. Yeah.
So I don't know.
Great.
Yeah.
Was that Investigate a Mystery, or was that...
I think that makes the most sense. Yeah. It wouldn't be magical.
or Read a Bad Situation?
I think investigate a mystery, because you are looking for something as opposed to...
This is the
Yeah.
where did it go?
Yeah.
Okay, that's better. So 9.
9. Great. So you get to take...
Oh no, but my lore library, maybe. Does that give me... I'm able to use that?
Yeah.
Okay, great. It's a 10.
10, yeah, using equipment. With a 10, so you can hold 2, and then you can ask the questions based on your hold, or you can hold 1 for later.
Where did it go?
Where did it go? I think that your sonar is reading a large enough object that is moving more out towards sea, so you can follow its trail now.
Okay.
So you are actually able to now follow the path of this shark and get closer to where it was.
Love it.
Yep.
I have... Because I still have holds.
Yeah.
So are there any dangers we haven't noticed?
It doesn't seem like it. It seems like you're dealing with a rogue creature. It's not like minions or anything like that. It's
Okay.
just this one big... But I will say the shark, looking at his sonar equipment, you realize that this is a very, very big shark at this point. So
Yep.
you might think something applicable about the size of the boat that you have and needs must be occurred because of it. Yeah.
There's something very specifically Brody would think.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Do not trash talk my Maisie Lane. Do not tell me she is perfect the way she is. I also have one more hold.
Okay.
And I say, what's my best way in? What is our best way to, like, is there currents that can take us right to the shark?
Yeah, I think that makes sense. I think that you definitely know the feel of the larger vessel be more ideal. Yeah.
Stalker.
Yeah. I think that you know these waters, you know enough about hunting. You've probably hunted at least one were shark before, since no one has seen Bruce for quite a long time.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I think that you can follow occurrence to find where most likely a creature swimming around would be directed to with current.
Yes. Okay. I am taking us there.
Okay. All right. So you have now found yourselves adrift in the water, and you know that you can feel from the sonar and from the current that you're at there is definitely the shark is somewhere in the water around you. You kind of see it going under the boat, but like it's maybe further down. But that's where we're at.
Well,
I'm gonna need a bigger boat.
I hate you. God damn it. How
I was
dare you?
taking notes last
Get
time.
in the
I have to
cage
say.
and go underwater. You got scuba gear. It's fine.
Yeah, that's the plan.
I mean, I can't see any other good. I mean, I think now is the time.
All right.
Are
I'll
we sure
suit up.
nobody else has a better idea?
You're the one with the harpoon, so and you got the most vengeance in you. I
I
think.
do.
Yeah.
I do. Whatever it takes. If it gets close enough, I'm taking
Have
it
you
out.
shot one of these things before?
A harpoon? Yeah.
Okay.
We take them out on the weekends. You can get
I'm just
a
checking.
big. You can get a big tuna with them,
I'm just checking.
and it is a more humane way to fish.
There are a lot of people who don't know how to fire who are harpoons, so I needed to confirm that is a thing you can do.
I trained
got-
him. Don't
I got
worry. They're my they got my blood in them. They know.
I lettered at hunting.
Lettered in hunting, get out.
What would you know about it, nerd boy?
I lettered in academic decathlon.
I lettered in theater.
So did I. And music. Oh,
Oh,
That's
I think I
fine.
had the opportunity to letter in Latin because my school was full of nerds.
Nice.
All right, so I guess if this is the time, we're going underwater.
Brody's going into the cage.
All right.
Goodbye.
Goodbye forever.
All right. So let me ask you where everybody currently is on the boat. You're in the water in the cage. I'm assuming you're wearing some sort of scuba gear.
I suit up, put super.
No, you drown.
Yep.
I didn't know if like scuba gear or like some sort of like one like the cables that go up to the boat. So I was
Yeah.
making sure like diving bell kind of thing. Not diving bell, but you know what I mean. Where are you, Hopper? Are you...
I think I am on the deck of the boat. I think my current plan is because once we get it here, we want to keep it here. So I want to try to, once it's here, maybe use a little magic and trap it.
Interesting.
Okay.
All right.
Nice.
I think I'm just gonna be helping you to shoot, cause
No one wants a backseat aimer.
Liz, you get better at aiming, and I'll stop correcting
Here,
it.
why don't you put some of your silver bullets in your rifle?
We have already established bullets do not travel underwater.
I mean, bullets can travel underwater.
Okay, it's got to be like right up.
Like you
close
just
to
can't
the
shoot the gun underwater because the
Yeah, that's how
combustion.
Yes. But it's not gonna go very like it can't go deep. The harpoon could go deeper, and so if it's anyway. All right, fine. I'll get my fucking sniper rifle.
All right. How much armor does your boat have?
+1 armor.
You and I,
inside.
Ashton.
Okay. Inside.
Well, I assume that means if we're in the
Okay.
it's because it's meant for like a car or a van or a truck.
That makes sense.
I assume if like the bottom shell of the boat is armored, so it has just +1 armor. I
Okay.
don't know what its base armor would be.
All right. I'm going to use the monster move of attack with great force and fury.
Okay.
And so on the other side of the boat from where the cage is, so you like because coming out of the dark,
Yeah.
you see this massive shark slam hard into the boat, and it's going to take the boat's going to, because of the armor, that one armor is going to go, and it's going to take 1 harm. So right now
Okay.
the boat has taken some damage.
Okay.
And then that's where we are currently. So
How much harm does the boat have?
I don't know the answer to that question. I was hoping that your thing would tell you that.
I think it's in like vehicle
Yeah, I'll look it up.
creation or something.
I'll look it up. Vehicles.
Like basically whatever a truck, van, or car would have, we can just give my boat that equivalent.
Yes, here.
Is
Vehicles.
it here? Recovery, big magic harm.
Yeah, I don't have vehicles, unfortunately, in my glossary. Here.
Is it in?
Let's see.
Is it in on your keeper sheet?
Might be keeper. It does not
Hmm.
on this have that location.
Hmm.
Let's see here.
Is it a regular magic or is it a big magic?
It's a regular magic.
Nice.
Let's see here.
I'm trying to avoid as much big magic as possible. But
Basics
nice to
here.
have person meeting
You know what? I'm just gonna say.
Yay.
I think 5 sounds good to me, but
Yeah,
I
that
will.
sounds-
I'm gonna see if car has a thing here. If there's a thing for car, I assume boats are, I would say, less sturdy than a car because you're in the water.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It does not seem like it might be here somewhere, but I don't see anything, so I'm just going to make it a rule of cool and say 5.
Okay.
So right now it's taken 1 of its 5, so it has 4
got it.
left.
Cool.
All right.
Maze Lane, don't fail me now.
All right.
Alright.
Great. So I will let everybody have a like it's not like initiative in Monster of the Week, but I will let everyone decide what they're doing, and then we'll go from there.
Well, I'm gonna. So it rammed from the opposite side
Yeah.
of the thing, and can I see where it is now?
It went back under the boat, but you can still see it. It hasn't had a chance to move away yet. So yeah, you can kind of see it. You see its tail under the water.
Man, I wish I could insult it.
You
Because
can just do this.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, true. I flip off.
It is a were-shark, and it's aware of what this means.
Yeah, there's human intellect in there.
So yeah, I am trying. But my thing is, I'm trying to get it to. I'm trying to taunt it as much as possible.
Of course. Yeah. So I think for you then, let's say that is a manipulate someone, and it's going to be a normal person.
I
not
really
another
wish
hunter.
I had taken my skill. But there's a skill that lets me manipulate and use sharp instead of charm, but I did not take it.
That's okay.
We're gonna use charm.
That's a 7?
It is a 7. It is a 7.
Okay.
It's something.
All right.
It's not a fail.
7. So they'll do it, but only if you'll do something
Oh,
right
it's
now.
technically an
Should
8 if
mean
we're
it.
using the bad situation information.
It's still the same ruling
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
So the
Yeah.
answer for 7 is they'll do it, but only if you do something for them right now to show you mean it. If you ask too much, so what are you trying to draw it toward you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what
I'm
are you
trying to piss it off so it comes and attack.
Can I
Yeah.
make a suggestion?
Ooh.
Lure
I
with
do
blood,
have a-
baby.
I have a butterfly knife.
Yeah.
That's part of my equipment.
Yeah, so take 1 harm for the cut. But yeah, I think the blood in the water, I think the shark instincts kick in, and so it is more likely to now want to attack. So it's gonna focus its next attack on you and the cage as opposed to the boat. So that's what you've done.
I'm gonna help you for you to shoot it. 6, 7, 8. It doesn't matter. So I give you +1, but my help exposes me to trouble or danger as well. So now you have +1 on your attack
Okay.
roll.
So yeah, if you want to do a kick some ass roll with the
I
fire
do.
your gun, you can
I
do
do.
that.
I'm
want me to try to
fire
trap
one
it
of these
first?
for food. Yes.
Okay, I'll try to trap it first. So I will use magic to try to trap this monster. All right, come on, D6s. One of you, 2 of you gotta work for me here.
Yeah.
Hey, that'll work. That is 7.
Okay,
I will take that 7.
what does the 7
Well,
say?
you have a
'Cause I don't
+1
have
because
your
you're
sheet.
working, like you're working off the information of your bad situation.
Right.
It's still
that's
an
the
eight, so
only
it's the same.
thing.
That's basically,
that's true.
Basically anything
That's
from
true.
7 to 9 is the same. So what does it
Yes.
say on here for that?
It works imperfectly. Choose your effect and a glitch. The keeper will decide what effect the glitch has.
Okay.
So the effect is trap a monster.
Okay. Oh, you're just using use magic. This is not an expert thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the
And-
effect is trap a monster. And then with the glitch, do you choose what glitch it is, or do I?
It says choose your effect and a glitch.
Okay, so what glitch are you choosing?
The magic draws immediate unwelcome attention.
Okay. I think that the shark is now, I think it's now caught where it can't go out from under the boat. Like it can't go like beyond the boat right now. But I will say that it now knows that there's something using magic on it. So now you are the focus of its target instead of Brody. So you have undone Brody's taunting basically. So it's not moving close enough to you for you to attack it.
I'm just trying to taunt it
Yeah,
to
yeah.
get it for them.
Yeah. So yeah, you're gonna do your kick some ass.
Yeah, and I guess I'm gonna dive into the water to do it.
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe.
Perfect.
I'm like holding you and you go underwater.
I think like it's one of those situations where like just to be cinematic about it, where it's like grab a rope, hook on, and
Yeah.
Oh, it's
like,
very
you're at the other
swashbuckling.
end of that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like fishing with bobbies.
Oh, I love
That
this.
way you're not in the water.
Yeah.
And for the flavor of the trap, I
It's
feel like
but I have to be under.
So would you
like,
call
aim under
this
the boat.
in fishing terms? This is a bobber.
I would say that
Even.
that we are bobbing for sharks today.
Yeah.
I just think that shit just got real.
Someone shoot at the shark.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll my kick some ass.
Yeah. Kick
Which
some
is my
ass.
and that is a 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay. All right,
Love it.
11. So on 11, you choose one. So basically, you and whatever you're inflicting inflict harm on each other. So the shark does take a harm, and
On my specialist weapon does 4 harm.
Oh my god.
oh, okay, cool.
We love that.
Okay, so your weapon takes 4 harm, gets 4 harm. That's the silver harpoon.
Yep.
Okay, so that's one of those is gone. So, all right, that's good news. But you also take a harm from that.
Unless your extra effect is you suffer less harm, which
Yeah.
is still less harm.
Yeah.
It's not-
Well, I can spend a luck to not take any harm.
Okay. All right.
You can also, that's not your special effect because you got a 10 plus. You could get an extra effect
Yeah.
to like inflict terrible harm or force them where you want them.
Yeah.
I
What do you
think
wanna
that I am going to give a
Someone
I'm gonna-
drop a harpoon down to me.
yeah, like I'm gonna give +1 forward to another hunter, so I'm gonna give +1 forward to you. Brody.
All right. So you give him +1 on Brody. You're using your luck to mitigate the harm you would have taken.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How much luck do you have left?
A lot. This is the first one I've
I think
used.
6.
6.
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know. Okay.
Like 1, 2, 3. Yes, I have 6 to luck left.
Okay. All right.
Do you toss down a... Could their +1 forward be giving me a harpoon so I can shoot at it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So we know there's only we've already used one of the silvers. There was 4 silver harpoons. One's been used. So there's 3 left. Okay. All right. So do you want to do that as your turn now? Do you want to do kick some ass and shoot?
Yeah.
Okay. Kick some ass. Roll plus tough.
Gonna try my best. Oh, okay. 10 plus
Nice.
forward 11.
Awesome. This is great. All right. So same thing happens here. Basically, the shark gets a bite on you, so you must be close enough to the cage exit
Yeah.
that it can get a bit of you, or at least you do harm by like hitting the cage somehow. But the shark would inflict 2 harm on you, unless you want to spend luck, and then your attack does it's the harpoon, but you don't get the benefit that Pooja's character sheet gets. So how much harm do you?
How much harm would I do with it then?
Yeah.
So if it's the
Probably 2 or 3.
I would say 3, because I want Pooja's to be at least.
yeah, because
beneficial
like
to
my
play,
specialist weapon does 4 harm.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
but
so
Brody's not the specialist.
yeah,
of it,
so I was also going to inflict terrible harm as my extra
Okay.
effect.
Okay. So terrible harm +1. So we'll say it takes 4 harm.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's I don't know what the silver is doing to it, but
Okay. I'm actually factoring that in myself. So great. Okay. The silver. Basically, it's the monster of the week thing, where unless you use the weakness to kill the creature, then they don't actually die. So the silver is the thing you have to be using to kill the creature. So you've already used that. So that like the creature can die now, basically.
okay.
Cool. All right. That's yours. Okay, who's doing something next?
Is the shark out from under the boat?
No, right now the shark is trapped under the boat because of the magic.
Yeah.
Okay.
So right now the shark can only attack these 2, basically. Oh, these 2, sorry.
Okay.
You need to get out of the water.
Yeah, I can just yank you out of the water so that you're not in the water anymore? Or do you want to stay underwater?
No, I'm doing stuff. I'm shooting it. It's
Well, you need-
working.
I'm assuming
Okay.
you don't have the other harpoon gun, because you'll need.
Oh
it.
yeah, that's true. I
So
do
you
need
have to
reload.
get back up to
So I
reload.
will get back up. I will.
Yeah,
I will
I'll
take
pull
that
you
up.
back up and just hand you a loaded harpoon gun already or something. Yeah.
Like-
And then just shove you back in the water.
Uppies.
Yoink.
I mean, this is the whole idea. You know,
He is
like
the
we're gonna.
strongest. Yeah.
I do have a sniper rifle. It does 4 harm far, so like it's not going to be great at close range, but
I'm going to say you're not currently able to shoot it because it's under the boat. and
yes,
on the
that's
boat. Okay.
yeah. So I can't use my 4 harm
Can
weapon.
I-
but-
Pilot the boat to get so
Yeah,
we're
Hopper
no
drives the boat.
underneath the
Yeah, Hooper drives the boat.
obviously.
Hopper drives the boat.
But if you move the boat, you are breaking the holds that.
Okay, so it's
like
tied
right,
to the
right,
boat.
right now you have this magical barrier, but if you move the item, then the barrier, it's kind of having a concentration spell. Think of it like that way. Like
Okay.
when you move it, you'll undo that barrier.
Got it. Okay, so then maybe I won't be the one who drives the boat.
Well, but at the same time, like,
Well,
yeah,
anybody
it
can move
can't
the
get
boat, right?
away.
Yeah.
But like, if well,
We do need to kill it, and it's
Yeah.
I will let my spell fizzle, and I'll sail the boat. I'll drive the boat.
Okay.
Boat, boat, boat.
Yeah. Basically, my thing was like the binding spell was attached to the boat, so if you move the thing that it's bound to, then the thing starts.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
because also this helps because
Yeah.
the shark is obviously close enough to attack Brody.
Right.
Cool.
Yeah, I will drive the boat.
Okay. I don't think you need to roll for that. You know how to drive a boat, so boat moves forward a little bit. Great.
Can I offer a roll? Can I offer an act under pressure roll to get us in an advantageous position?
Yeah. That way you have something to do. Yep. That makes sense to me.
Oh, so many d6s and they're all bad. I believe
Hey,
in
if you need it, I can help you out by shouting instructions on how to drive my boat.
6, 7, 8.
Okay.
8. All right. This is a hard choice.
TP. Why do you like this?
8. Hey, you don't need my help if it's an 8.
No, but it's just because of the like backseat driving.
Auntie Fee is very lonely and is not
I
used
can't
to.
imagine why.
Shut up. Auntie Fee is very bad at socializing. Anyway.
Yeah. I'm gonna say
Too relatable.
that. Okay. What were you setting out to do?
I was setting out to kind of turn us about so that they could get a better shot at the shark.
Okay. With the 7 to 9, I'm going to give you a worse outcome.
Okay.
So you do that, but when you do it, the cage breaks free from the boat, and now the cage is starting to sink into the water, and with it, the harpoon gun that Brody is also holding. So, okay.
Oh shit!
Yeah, because you did give a signature weapon to someone who was underwater in a cage. That cage is now
I got
sinking
silver
loose,
bullets,
so,
right?
Um,
That's okay.
so that's where we
It's just,
currently are.
so we didn't have 2 harpoons. We just had the one.
If it was the one that had the signature weapon, that would have been given away. Then I think if it's a special item, I think having the one makes sense to me.
Okay.
Yeah, because you declared that you had a sniper rifle, you have your hunting rifle, so nobody else declared they had a harpoon gun, so you tossed your harpoon gun to Brody to fire at
Okay.
when he fell in the water. That sounded like you spent your luck points to give him the harpoon gun.
Or the special effect on the
Yeah.
attack. Yeah.
Yeah, so
We have the
basically,
boom box. We
basically
could
like
try and
you were in the water, you kind of saw him behind you in the cage, and you kind of like chucked the harpoon to him so he could fire as well.
Well, I'm gonna try to break out of the cage, I guess.
No.
That's.
Yeah,
I'm
I think
stuck
it's
in
an
a
act
weird
under
place.
pressure to me. I think.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
This feels very cinematic to me. So
Okay.
literally under pressure because the deeper you get, it gets more pressure.
10.
10. All right, excellent. You did what you
Nice.
have to do. So you were breaking it. You were out of the cage.
Cool.
All right. So in the water currently is Brody, who is no longer in the cage, and also Bobby, who no longer has a harpoon gun. So
And the shark.
And the
Well,
shark.
I got yanked up,
Okay, you are no longer in the water.
so I'm
right.
on the boat.
I would say you'd want to be on the boat if the boat's being moved.
All right.
Yeah. And like, so I was on the because Fee used her turn to
Yes.
to yoink me up, and so I am going to. Well, if like I'm gonna fire my 38 at it.
Okay. I think that makes sense. You can have the silver bullets for it. I think everybody got silver bullets. I think everyone we can assume is using silver bullets. We'll say that you had 5 each.
Okay.
That makes sense to me.
Okay.
And so you have not used any of them yet.
A harpoon gun without a harpoon.
Yeah. You currently have the harpoon gun, but no harpoon in
Yep.
it. The other
But
3
you
are still on the deck of the boat.
Throw
Yes.
the harpoon.
And so, what is the advantageous position?
Maybe it gives +1.
That makes sense to me. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay,
I'll chuck you some harpoons.
so that's 13.
13? Yep. So that was kick some ass, right? So yeah. So basically you pick an enhanced effect. And yeah, basically choose instead of choosing one of the extra effects under the understand. So you still inflict harm on each other. So my reading on that is going to be that the shark is swimming towards the boat and hits the boat. So you're able to get a shot off on the shark, so it will take harm. How much harm does the gun do?
The gun does 2.
Two. Okay,
harm.
so shark takes 2 more harm. I will say you also take 2 harm from falling onto the boat deck as the shark hits it. So you take like a bludgeoning damage, essentially.
Okay.
All right.
And then I am gonna say that my attack inflicts double the normal harm because
Yeah.
That works for me.
because fuck you, shark.
Yeah.
Fuck you, shark man, shark.
All right.
This is for Marty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna revenge.
Yeah. Okay.
Just, I'm fueled by vengeance.
I love it. Yeah.
And
Okay.
in the game.
I mean, I am who I am. What can I say?
Yeah.
So is the shark visible from not? Is it under the boat or not under?
It
the
is
boat?
now visible because it came up and hit the boat to attack.
Okay.
To attack back after
And
that.
it's gonna try and eat you. I'm sniper rifling it.
Yeah. Roll some, kick some ass.
All right.
Oh, this is the point in the game when you're all rolling the best possible rolls.
Oh, well, that's not great.
Oh, no.
I got an 8,
Okay.
Okay, well, it's not bad.
which isn't
That
bad.
could be so much worse.
That's true. 8 with a silver bullet. Um.
Did we establish that was 2?
No, my sniper rifle does 4 harm.
Oh, okay, cool.
So yeah, and then I also So I wait. This is not the right sheet to turn over. Yeah, I'm going to and how much harm does it deal me?
It
Or-
deals 2 to you.
Oh, I don't take none of that because
Okay.
I have 2 armor.
All right.
Oh, actually, yeah, because I only take 1 because I have an armor.
Yeah, I'm just sniper
denim jacket
rifling at it.
protects
Just ugh, having fun. Anyway, so yeah, that's what's going on here.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna do a shark move. The shark is gonna do to basically display its full might. So the massive shark jumps out of the water, sort of, and like
Free
lands
Willy.
on the boat, sort of, and like the way that in Jaws, like when the shark kind of
Oh,
comes on
yes.
the boat, and so doing that is gonna knock out the rest of the boat's harm.
Okay.
So the boat is now sinking.
Okay.
And so I'm going to do that. You're all going to take -1 forward because
Great.
you're now on a tilted sinking boat. So
Hate
that's the
that.
shark's might. So no one takes any harm from this, but the boat is now sinking.
I'm assuming I am free of that because I'm still swimming.
You are still swimming, so you do not take any penalty. Anyone on the boat does.
Yep.
And I would say even Hopper, you don't, as long as all you're doing is steering.
Mhm.
But the 2 of you were trying to steady yourselves and attack.
For sure,
That's
for
who's taking
sure.
damage. Yeah. Well, the penalty. Almost knocked the table over because I'm so big. All right. That's the shark's turn. Its move. Who wants to do something different now?
I mean,
I'm gonna hold on. I wanted to look. I'm gonna swim up to the shark and thwack it with the harpoon gun.
Okay.
just
With the gun
just,
itself?
Just
I love that.
hit it with the gun.
So I'm trying to get it off the boat.
Oh, that's nice. I appreciate that.
I'm trying to draw its attention back to me.
I am going to say you're going to take a -1 forward on this only
Okay.
because you're trying to do a blunt object underwater.
That's fine.
Yeah. Like resistance from the water. It makes sense to me.
That makes sense.
The dice tell a story, folks.
Yikes.
Yeah, they do.
The dice tell a story, and that story is
The story is a 4.
4. Okay, with a 4.
Oh no.
now you're gonna get eaten.
It doesn't actually give what happens if you fail.
You make
I think
you
I
make a
this
move.
up.
You
Yeah,
make a
Yeah.
I make a move. Okay. Oh gosh.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
It's literally anytime we fail, you get to make one of your moves.
Yeah.
Hey,
I
we
do.
let him go.
I think attack with great force and fury.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Um,
That sounds right.
Yeah.
Wait, can I
to
protect someone?
That's fine because I am going to never again. Never
Oh, I like
again.
this. Okay. So
Um,
what you see happening right now is the shark is turning around and it looks like it's about to swallow Brody whole. But you can intervene.
I'm going to say never again. No, not again like Marty. And do that thing where, like, except underwater, where you, like, push someone out of the way of the speeding car. and then for some reason no momentum happens, so you don't move out of the way of it yourself.
Why don't you stab it with a harpoon?
Because in this case, I'm just protecting
What
you
is-
without
what-
rolling as if I had
True.
rolled a 10+.
Yeah,
So-
Bobby is basically doing a like reaction to the attack as opposed to a whole turn. Yeah.
Fair.
So I am going to
You get to choose an extra.
yes. I am going to let's do this. I can inflict harm on the enemy. So I'm going to say that, like, as I, like, push you out of the way, I am, like, firing my revolver straight into its
Or
open
stab
mouth.
it with a harpoon. The
I
silver...
don't have the harpoon.
Yeah.
We have some silvered harpoons still on.
You have the
though.
actual physical.
And
So
then,
you
like, you
can
can just take
use
one of the
it.
harpoons
Yeah.
and just stab it.
Oh, yes, I can.
I've been
I-
trying to
Okay.
suggest we do that.
This is true. I didn't understand what you were suggesting. This is on me.
Okay.
Not quite getting there. But like, so I pick up a harpoon and like hold it up into its mouth, like I'm bracing it.
Okay.
Oh, like a...
Okay.
So as it honks, it also like, or as it goes,
Yeah. I'm
It-
still gonna say you take 2 harm from the shark starting to bite you. Then Bobby interrupts this from like fully getting on you. I think Bobby's doing the thing where putting the harpoon in the shark's mouth to keep it from like chomping
Yeah.
down on you entirely. So
the thing about protect someone though is like, so I take the
You
harm that
prevent
they
the
harm
would have.
to
I
occur.
prevent the harm to Brody by taking it on myself.
sure, I'm making a cinematic fun thing for the game for the
Okay.
end of this session because you're about to kill this thing. So I was trying to. have
Oh,
a
my
fun
bad.
moment. Yeah. Yeah. I was having a little fun with the format.
Nope.
I like
All right. So you take a little bit of harm because you get caught on this tooth, but then you come in and because this would have been a major unstable wound because of the failure in my major move I was going to do, which is why I'm doing it this way. So you are about to be devoured by this shark, and then as you're doing that, Bobby comes forward and puts this harpoon in between, and you act as if you rolled a 10, so you are successful in this. And basically what happens is as the shark goes to bite down, the pit of this harpoon goes right through its brain because it only had 4 harm left, and your signature weapon does 4 damage. And so as you do this, it kills the shark. And so you take like essentially like a scrape, like a pretty bad cut that will need affected. But
I mean, I'm pretty hurt.
yeah.
I'm hurting.
yeah, and as this happens, as the shark, like this blade goes through its head, the shark like stops swimming in the water and kind of like tilts to the side a little bit, and then it starts to transform back into its own original form, and you see the dead body of Mayor Hamilton laying in the water.
We did it.
Yay!
We won.
Yes, but your boat is still sinking.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's fine. I got that because I still have my second hold from
Oh,
the
great.
Man with the Plan. I saw the shape of this boat. I've been on this boat. This boat wasn't going to make it back. One of the other crates I had was a raft.
Nice.
I can't leave my Maisie Lane.
I love
I
that.
wanna leave.
Auntie Fee.
Are we taking the body of the mayor?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I just want to check.
Yeah, the body of the mayor, who does definitely have a sizable hole in the top of his head that a harpoon. It looks like
no.
it basically
It looks like we murdered the mayor.
It does.
It looks like Timothy Dalton in Hot Fuzz, where he has that steeple through his head, but like he's dead though. He's not just saying "Ow, I want some ice cream." He's actually dead. Yeah.
Well,
It does look like we straight up murdered the mayor.
I think if we just let the ocean take the mayor, that things will be better for us.
yeah, that actually might be a better idea.
Yeah.
Okay, but also I kind of want to study it.
Okay, well, if you have a plan to get the mayor's body back to whatever university you want to study at it without anyone noticing that
Well, do you have a tarp on your sinking boat?
it's not going to be very hard for people to look under the tarp when
Yeah,
we land
we're
on
not-
the beach.
Unless we had yeah, it's gonna be really suspicious if we come back with anything vaguely body shaped or heavy body size.
Here, you can take a sample. You can put it in like a water bottle or something.
Yeah, you could take like a finger.
Or a shark tooth. You got some in there, in your body.
Yeah, that's true.
I yank one out. There you go.
You know what? I've got this empty crate. I'd like to put the head in the crate.
The head!
Okay. All right. You all watch in horror as while the boat is still sinking. Hopper takes time to cut the head off of the shark, the dead mare, and puts it in the crate that once held the raft that you are now piling onto.
Oh my god.
And then the body of the mare drifts to the bottom of the ocean where you currently are.
Womp womp.
Will it wash up to shore later? We don't know, but for now.
Amazing.
And yeah, you
Don't
have,
No, it definitely won't, because now that like it's headless and just floating around, the sea creatures will.
You're probably right about that.
Yeah.
If you want to use some luck, you can get. No, the game's over.
I
Yeah.
mean, I'm just
that
We're
is-
done. We're done.
that is the conclusion to the beaches will remain open. We see a closing shot of a raft on the shore of the water as the sun is going down, and you're stepping out of the boat onto the beach, and that is the end of that story.
Yay!
Yeah, you all rolled so good that I wasn't able to have the shark eat any of you, and I really wanted to. I tried so hard to make it happen.
Yeah,
but-
part of the reason why I was like, trying to say like, oh, but I take all that damage is because like I was like, oh, if it's a major attack, it might have killed me as it came through.
It might have killed Brody if you had not interceded, but because your damage was going to do enough to kill the shark, I was like, I'm just going to do a fun for drama thing, but I'm not going to kill any of you because
If
you rolled too well.
I needed 2 more harm to be in dying.
Okay.
So if he had eaten me, I would have.
Damn, y'all were. I had no harm taken.
I probably could have made the
Get
shark
over
tougher,
here.
but I just used the
My
werewolf
bow's
stats
gone.
that are in the book, and the
Yeah.
werewolf stats is 18 harm when they're in the wolf form. So I figured the
Yeah,
shark made
werewolves are
sense.
pretty rough.
Yeah.
I think
So
I
felt
really
like-
enjoyed that.
Yeah.
This was so much
This
fun.
was so
It
really
fun.
was.
well,
I love how
It
you
was
were
like
just
a
like,
better
I-
game version of Jaws.
there was a
oh look,
moment
I've got magic.
in the
This
act
one's already
one.
very gay.
There was a
love it
moment
so
in Act
much.
1 when Cody said, "Is this bitch a were-shark?" and I had to look this way so that they didn't see me react to it.
This is very. Anyone I've played games with will tell me you guessed it in the first 1 to 3 sessions, and like I don't know how I do it.
Yeah, I kind of had to insert the financial plot into the story because my original idea was just what if the mayor from Jaws was the shark, and that's why I just want to close the beaches. And I was like, that's not enough of a mystery to give the players anything to do. Well, I wanted to give you things that when you investigated the death scenes, there was information to learn, and that's how I came up with the idea.
Yeah,
of
I
a
liked
it
weird
quite a bit.
person.
Yeah.
Also, like,
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah. I had not
you and
planned
I
on
doing
giving.
that same.
I had not
Hold
planned
on.
on giving her a husband, but I almost called a Hail Mary in the middle of it, and I was almost going to be like, oh, actually, the husband was the one all along, and the mayor was the red herring. But I was like, no, they've solved the actual mystery. I'm not going to cheat and say it's not the mystery. I'm
Yeah.
giving them, even though it's just so funny to me that the mayor is the shark. I don't know.
I
why.
No,
I
that's
love
so
it.
good. It's
so
perfect.
good.
Yeah.
It's so good.
And it
It's-
ties into, like you said, the mafia plot of like there's doing because
Yeah.
he owes money, he can't let the town go down.
Mhm.
Also, I will say I mentioned earlier the Peter Benchley novel White Shark / Creature, and in that book, the shark is like a weird Nazi science experiment, and it's like a
Oh my God,
it's like a
Shark Side of
Nazi
the
soldier who
Moon.
turns into was held in suspended animation in a weird like facility underwater, and is like let out by a Navy experiment, and now is swimming around killing people. It's
Oh
such
my
a wild, like
gosh.
yeah, it's like a
That's
it's
insane.
awful.
Still,
That's amazing.
still not as bad as Shark Island.
Yeah. All right. Well, I want to thank our audience for joining us here. I also want to thank our chat mods. I believe it was James V today.
Yes.
Thank you so much
Love James
for your
V.
hard
Thank
work.
you, James V.
We also want to give a thank you to our amazing Patreons who keep us ad-free and independent. It's because of you that we are able to play games we enjoy without worrying about publishing companies or system popularity. You can join the heroic ranks at happyjacks.org/Patreon. This game we played today was Monster of the Week, which is a happy Evil Hat production game. We're not sponsored by them, but I think they make some really great games, and I like them as a company, so I'm happy to give a shout out to a good game by a good company. Also, I have been your keeper, Riley Silverman, but I'm going to go around and let my hunters introduce themselves again, share any socials or anything else they want to share, and then we'll come back to me. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. Hello again. I am Cody Gonzaga. You can learn more about me and my various creative projects at my website because I'm fancy. www.codygonzaga.com. KODIGONZAGA. Yeah, I make games. I write things. I do silly stuff on the internet. Yahoo.
Nice.
It's my turn. Hi, I'm Bastion. It's been a while since I've done this, but you can follow me on Blue Sky, Instagram, most socials at Bastion Blythe 93. That's Bastion with an A, not an O, and BLYTHE 93. And I mostly talk about Green Day. So if you want
Hell yeah.
to talk about Green Day with me, then follow me and talk to me about Green Day.
What a shocker, since you look like Billy. You made me
You
look
look-
Billy
yeah.
Jones.
It's like
Yes.
So
You reached your
Billy
final
Joel-
evolution.
Billy Joel, I'm gonna be trans. That's great. Hey, look. 2 years later. Hey, look. Why the fuck do you look like me? Anyway.
That's
Oh,
like me
I've been
going,
meaning
I
to
love
do a
Ramona
joke about
Flowers.
it.
Really? I wouldn't have thought that. All right. All right. Pooja.
Hi, I'm Pooja. I don't use pronouns. And you can find me on the internet as Forgotten Saves. If you want to hear me play more TTRPGs, you can find me here every Sunday playing the friendly neighborhood Thembo as they para, martial sorcerer in our Spelljammer campaign. It has been a lot of fun. I do love that character so much.
How is that subclass going? Because I helped Jason do some Jason made the class, but I helped do like troubleshooting with him when we had like a nice little breakfast.
It's going really well. We've made some other like rather large changes to it, but it feels a lot more balanced now than it did at the beginning. So
Cool.
That's going to be a good time.
Sorry, I
It
cut you
is a
off.
good time.
Something.
And then if you want to see me make weird things, you can follow my YouTube channel, Forgotten Curiosities, where most recently I did phase 1 of turning my workshop into an artificer's workshop.
Nice.
And coming up in a few days here, I am going to release a video where I get all of my nerdiness together. Not all of it, like 80% of it together into one project, which is books, which are most of my personality, and making things like artifacty kind of things, and video games. So
Ooh, nice.
whole melding there is happening, and I've had to learn how to do block printing for it.
Nice. Hey everybody, I have been Joey, he, him pronouns, and you can find me on all the socials at Feywild85, FEYWILDE85. Not doing a lot of streaming at the moment because I'm trying to do more theater, and I have an audition coming up in the next couple weeks. Which hopefully, if it goes well, I'll be either getting to play a part that I've always wanted to play that doesn't get usually played by someone like me, or I'll be playing the same part for the 4th time. So,
Oh no.
Ooh.
it'll be fun. Hopefully, I can announce that soon when I know more. But keep your eye on my socials.
That sounds awesome. I have been your keeper, Riley Silverman, and you can find me currently these days. I'm mostly on Blue Sky and Instagram. I'm not using either one a lot these days, but I am there. And on both of those, I am Riley Silverman. So RileySilverman.bisky.social, and then also Instagram, just Riley Silverman. Also, my big thing right now is I have a short story in a horror anthology collection that is coming out this fall. It is under an indie publisher called Stars and Sabers, and the book is called Of Dread, Decay, and Doom. My story is a very sapphic vampire story that's a little tragic, but I love it. It's been in my head for a very long time, so I'm very excited that it finally gets to be put to page. However, it is an indie publisher, and they are currently doing Indiegogo to make sure they can fund it to publish it. So if you go to starsandsabers.com and look for Of Dread, Decay, and Doom, there's a link there for the Indiegogo. And if you have a little bit of extra scratch, if you could toss some to that, that would be fantastic. This is a really cool... Stars and Sabers is a brand new indie publisher. It started publishing this year, and their kind of thing is like every few months they put out a different anthology that is to a different type of genre fiction. They're also putting out novellas and other things like that. So I want to see them grow, and they let lots of different voices appear in their various books. And this is my first story with them. I love to do some more with them. So I hope this gets going. And that is it for me. Join us next time. Actually, we'll probably be... This is a... ongoing script for shows. So join us on our many shows here on the network. And if you want to catch up on past episodes, visit happyjacks.org and you can find links to all the current shows that are happening. And if you want to find any other APs, also visit happyjacks.org. But we'll be doing some more of these one-shots, I believe, I think it's like the 2nd or 3rd one currently. So keep an eye out for other summer one-shots. We have a lot of our cool, talented crew working on them. And does anyone want to pick a raid? We want to raid anybody that we're aware of?
No, I don't know that we're actually even set up.
We're not set up to do a raid, so we will go ahead and sink this to the ocean along with our dead mayor shark. And
Except for his head.
Except for his head. His head is going to be studied for
Head of the friends we made along.
reasons. All right. All right. thank you very much for joining us. I hope you have a great rest of your summer, and you've been awesome. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye.